Hi everyone. Hope all man they do fine today. Yes, I know say the guys them back home in salon. We still there on lockdown. I make we decide for bring the, bring the show back to honor today. So my Muslim brothers and sisters, we dey continue the fast. Ramadan Mubarak to honor. Okay, yes. I see we dey get a lot of cases in a salon, and a lot of people don't be quarantined by the government. Law continue for support the government for kick this deadly virus out of Sierra Leone. Law we continue for take we precautions them, and law we continue for maintain we social distancing and continue for wash your hands regularly, and law we stay away from crowded place, and even if you go any side way crowded, now for make sure say you carry your mask. Yes, hi everyone. How all you do? Yes, Mr. Jallo, how are you? Yes, Sahid, how you do? Everybody, how everything? Okay, yes, thanks for all my feedback then. Yesterday back can be a beautiful show. We get, we experienced them for coming and share their story then and share their history then. Yes, we get a very good text, very good message from Mr. Oldfield. He say yes, in a journalist for many, many years. Some of the things them the players them, the old players them they can't say about themselves. Then however I am out on social media. So he always thinks this medium very important for their players that they come out and share their experiences. And yeah. Yes, cardboard will sign. Yes, I agree with you. We get talented players them all over the country, everywhere. Yes, they need great help at this moment because we always have we get setbacks and lapses. When it comes to football in Sierra Leone with the Ebola, the mudslide, and now the coronavirus, you get football politics, a lot of things then they back over for taking into consideration. Good evening, Zanunu Lamin. Good evening. Yes, Augustine Top of all the audience. It's always good to see you. Hi, Gino Kaba. And greetings to you. Extend me greetings to your family as well. Yes, Augustine Top. Yes, I agree with you. Danny don't set up already, but very soon we will come out with a statement. Then everybody will understand exactly what we going to do for the past 2, 3 years. Thank you very much, Mary Touch Bangoa. Kali, Nima, much love to you too. Thank you very much, Emil Davis. Emil Davis said yesterday show was fantastic. Thank you very much for your support. Kali, Nima, much love to you too.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Just Monday, you know? Just
Monday. And so for begin find you and for begin whoop you because they can't late all the time. Somebody saying that.
That's it. Alright, now make that say that Eastern traffic. No, so mean that Eastern, but that Eastern traffic a day.
Somebody said that to say Sky will begin find them. I said, but you get three picking there and you get a lot of things there for do as well. You say America, you know you do without school. You must go school.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Or you go school, or you work. So you have to do something anyways.
You need to stop now, you know, always.
Yeah.
And yeah, that just shows you're never too old for school, eh?
Yes. You're
never too old for school. It's good. It's good. Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Yes,
happy Monday to all we people them where they inside the group. I see them and just they come inside. All man just they come. The amount of messages that they get from Salon. People then feel say now Salon na me there for the text for the question, text them the phone. You know?
Now you really text them. Yes, so they call me every day, they send all kinds of texts.
Not that I get you show this, so when they send you text on your phone, they read it, you know. People that they send me the question they don't send me for you. Hey God.
But when they send them say the show is not about me, the show is about everybody. Let them know.
I did tell them, I said we rank out all the footballers then together. Then they wait to say there for. Then they go always surprised now with different footballers. I say, well, no, you need to ask Mohamed this. Say, why? Remember that one game where you do this? I said, hey.
Yeah, when they get a question.
They remember all the games.
Yeah, we don't remember all.
They remember all the games them.
But don't tell them, say, we'll go for the camera so we can do a Q&A. So we'll go answer all the questions, but we'll find one specific day. Because right now, we didn't plan how for structure the show properly.
Yeah.
The days they want for come on, the days they want for go free. So we'll rest to family them and maybe do some more research. Because some players will bring come, obviously we get to talk about them a little bit as well.
Yes. Now definitely one do, not just one flop on a phone every day. You know, one definitely bring Anton the right way and the right research. So but they work on them. They work on them. And then, you know, people then get for the send, oh, count this player. Can you see where they type? Count this player. All player they get in time for count.
Yes. We will structure.
Some player they wait right now and say, but who's standing to call me?
No, but we don't alert everybody. Most of the guys, we don't alert them.
We kaya, no can blow mind, yeah? While I can tell you story to people, them tell them who say come out, how you start, how the football starts. And then the people there for member about you. See, like me, and I can't man, not play ball, you know, I'll be too small. I'll be just a falla, all my way to play ball.
Okay. Oh, yes, we get Mo Musti, now the Secretary General of African Legends. The African Legends all over Africa. They don't contribute a lot to this program. They don't promote the show. They don't promote it to all African stars, them, to the Alal Juve, the George Weah, Eto'o, to Michael Essien, Nwankwo Kanu, Appiah. Everybody wants to be part of this show. So a day with you, just sending text. Thank you very much, Mr. Mo. Thank you very much for supporting our cause.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That's a legendary group, man.
Yeah.
It's a legendary group for, you know, I see the video when the video goes out. It's a legendary group with all them players and all the impact with all of them that don't make around, you know, various countries them, and then as a whole Africa. Man. Okay. No, why we not go win? Why we not go win one World Cup now? But why Africa not win one World Cup now?
We're on the process. We don't go close. We don't begin go close. I believe in that. Saying we'll get there one day. We'll get all this plan because when I mentioned this now, we group now, we legend group. Everybody say, "Wow, this is great." we have to do the same as well everywhere. So then still they can start to do this. So at least because now the new generation and then get for me to qualify. I have a B. Down the older 5, 6 to 10, then they get for greater opportunity there because they will not get the right football education. They'll get the time. What do you think?
The right people them. No, yeah, because now sacrifice and because of the generation of we don't play, now we don't play. The knowledge right now, like what they use for pass them around because you want to educate them. Because before, I mean, just like what you say, the time where you play, you get that much from the other people that we play before you, for they really pass out this information. So now they try to coach them, not to just on the field, but off the field too, with the right information and get the mindset correct. You're right. The time for Africa definitely they come soon.
Yeah, football is all about education, education, education. Practice, practice, practice. No other magic no day. We don't have other magic, we also make magic. I never make no magic. I never go to Jukuman. I never go no side. I don't believe in that. I believe in work hard and then me continue for learn every day.
Practice no one to make you play good football. No matter how much they do for you. If you not go sleep no more, they say, no, this is no one they play ball, but wait till they pray for until they sabi play. As you wake, we put on our field, sabi play. No, they happen. They happen.
Okay, Kai. So, how was the show yesterday? Nobody part of them. How you see them from outside?
Amazing. Again, yeah. I'll be listening from the outside, and lots of respect to the people that will come on the show. And obviously, as I send me text to too, for Mr. Kanu, the ex-national team coach, where I say so much big thank you too, because name the day with the national team at the time when we make my own appearance, and then the partner two-way deal with the man we did it, and it's just forget people don't like Dan the way they really talk about the experience of salon football is so amazing, and then talk about, even though we don't want to talk about frustration, but a really heartful hold people that out say no, not talk about Andy. We don't want to talk about Andy, But it was really nice. Then come out clean. Then come out very positive and send out the positive message. And they always they look for improve. The younger generation and the future talents of of not just Leon Star, but for the youth then inside Salon. We want to play ball, and then give out some really 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 good messages. Then say, continue for make the sacrifice then for play this football, but football not easy. And so that was good.
Okay, so today not the big day. So we get one of the foreign guests today when they come, the greatest Bobo VIERI. Salon people and get 10,000 questions for asking about Bobo. And they told the player, they say, hey you, Bobo don't like you, need to pass the ball to you. Why make you do this? Why make you do that? But they don't understand, say the same motivation what I get. The same way I want to score every goal, and the same way that guy they want to score every goal as well.
Which then they help a team out, because then they help the team all not too hungry so much for continue for the for score. Because no matter what, the more goal you score, the more your team they win. Yeah,
so if you see VIERI, if you see Christian VIERI in records, you will know that somebody they score. He scored past 200 goals.
Yeah,
it's national team and clubs. So
no, yeah, definitely.
When are you little things when you sabi about Bobo VIERI?
Oh man, one a big striker like myself, and not small.
Yeah.
But a special thing is very, even though he big, score goals with the head, and one of the few big strikers when I left footer, and he can finish, and then surprisingly. It be get pace, it be fast. I said, it's all into the way they watch, but then, the goals, the amount of goals that we score, like you say, over 200 goals, so many goals for in country, but at the same time, for the club level, every side goal is score goals, and then a guy we like fashion,
Yeah, you take you out to fashion shows, you get a lot of things, then you get boutique. You get cafe where they take me to most of the time. A very nice guy. Very, very nice.
It's amazing, but also it's so amazing for see the amount of clubs that we play for inside Italy.
Yes, play for a lot of clubs.
Not too many players go say I play for Inter and AC Milan.
Yeah, play for Juventus as well.
Play for Juve. Yeah, and play for Juve. Fiorentina, like all the club there, Fiorentina, Sampdoria. So it's I mean, not legend where you talk about football and then parts them there. And then for yourself, we say, when all play together. And the time when you play together, the amount of strikers they want to get to the team that's in the name. Give me the name never. Ronaldo, Recoba,
Nicoba, Andriano, Ventola. At one point in time, we get Crespo, get Alan Crespo and Bastituta together. We game can Solman can compete. The good one, somebody looking compete, they can go.
Let's save up for wait, Kaisa. Let's save that. Because now I want to know from Una too, like what was the reaction during the intended day, you know? Like competition day, definitely where you become a striker, all man. And then why? Anyway, don't save up. But it's for me again why we watch football, then and the man young and the play for see the goals there, you know, VIERI, the goals they way to score, you know, for Italy and this, you know, the only disadvantage.
So one of the things that they get an advantage on the field, is very big, and very strong.
Yeah.
Then it's a big cover the ball past everybody I don't ever see. So when we end the play, the only way where you see a movement where they make honor to the left. Whether you keep over defender 8, maybe block him, and go shoot. They believe in power. Yes, big man, little man are the best way down there. Where you get one post way big and the other post like you will be fast. Because no matter how they play, you're always able to run off them. You're always able to go, you know. Okay, like a Bobo. So like a Bobo, you know, saying one of the highest speed players then now one of the one of the most expensive players in the world. Yes. Inter. So if you get a lot of pressure, if you play 1 game, 2 games, you not score, a big trouble. Even we, if I play first game, 1 game, you not score. The second game, because you get over 3 person at bench where they wait. Yes, when they don't perform, then they switch you. And then so be out, then bring other person. So it be always under pressure. Nine great by way play for teams like that. Yeah, because then no days off. You don't need to take days off. You don't need to take training off because if you're healthy, you always train. You always want to improve. You always want to get better. But when you become one player in a team, when you know the one big name, no more man they talk about, you know, get nobody where they push you. You know, it's very different. Now make it feel because imagine when you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, then them they are. But imagine if they're set within a team where Ronaldo then be there, Una be there, everybody there, all man sit on there. Who that they? Oh, grandissimo! What do you know? Come stai, grande?
Bene, mi vedete?
Sì, ti vedo, fantastico. Bene, ti vedo.
Okay. Just wait. I'm eating. Let me get something to put my telephone on.
Okay. I'll wait for you.
Everything good?
Yeah, the big man is here, Kai.
I'm heavy, 100 kilos, big man.
100 kilos more. Come on, man. Start working out.
I'm 104.
Oh, you're 104? Oh, man, you're a big man.
I'm big and fat.
You don't play football anymore?
No, it's enough. I'm too old. I can't do nothing, man.
You can't play anymore, right?
No.
He's playing. He plays football in the mind now.
I spoke to Ventola yesterday. He said every time you play a game, something will break.
Yeah, so I can't play nothing on the man.
It's good to see you. Long time.
I know, my friend. I know. I know. Okay.
He's very professional. You see, he's setting up the camera. Professional.
He has one of the biggest shows on Instagram. They have like 80,000, 100,000 people watching him every day.
Wow.
That's fantastic. Yes. He have like 80,000 people following him every day.
Oh, how do I get there? Oh, I lost.
Yeah, a lot, right?
Well, I can't see you anymore. Just wait. Here you are.
That's a goal scorer. When you score a lot of goals, people follow you. When you don't score goals, people don't follow you.
I agree. You can see me now?
Yeah, we can see you perfectly, and we can hear you. And, dinner time now? Dinner time?
I'm eating my chicken.
Anyways.
Thank you.
Christian Bobo VIERI. It's really nice to have you on our show. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
It's no worries, you know.
Yes. You are one of the greatest players from Italy. Even Pele said it. You know that? Pele said you are one of the top 100 players in the world. You know that? You heard about that?
I agree.
You agree, yeah?
Yeah, agree. I like it. I like it.
And obviously, I played with you, for few years, and I know how good you were.
2 or 3 years, no? We played together.
Yeah, 3 years. Yes.
Yeah. I remember the first game of the season. You scored 2 goals, remember?
Yes, remember when I scored 2 goals and you have scored only 1? Then after we have the penalty and you came to me, hey, leave the ball, leave the ball.
I'm gonna break your face, I said to you. Go away.
Say, go away, go away, go away. Let me
I
shoot.
said, go back to Sierra Leone.
Did you leave the ball?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was supposed to shoot. He came to me, hey, leave the ball.
He ran away. He went out of the stadium.
He was crying.
No, I told him, I said, hey, Bobo, look, I have 2 goals already. Let me score my first hat-trick. He said, my friend, go away, go away. They know me for goal. You don't know, nobody know you for goal.
This is
was
amazing.
bad.
He was a bad guy. It was very bad. It was very bad. But it was the best ever. He used to take me to his cafe. We used to go out together. He used to take care of me and Martins, right?
Oba.
We used to go out a lot.
He's fucking crazy. Oba's crazy.
Okay, then. So, yeah, it's really good to have you here. Yes, I know you are one of the top goal scorers in Italy. You scored more than 200 goals with clubs and your national team. And now we have a lot of players in Africa that wants to play to our level, or maybe go past our level if they have the opportunity. We just want to give you the podium so you can share your experiences. Maybe you can introduce yourself to tell us where it all started. Who is Bobo VIERI? Where it all started? Which club you first played for in Italy?
Okay, so I grew up in Australia. Okay, so my dream was to play in the Serie A, in the national team, right? So 14 years old, I get my bags, my luggage, and I get the ticket. I say to my father and my mother, I'm going to play soccer. And they say, you're crazy, my son. You're very crazy. Where you going? I said, no, I want to go play in Italy. So I left. And what do you call me? I left, and my dream was to play in Serie A and in the national team. And those years, I played in Santa Lucia, a little team in Tuscany, where my father used to live with my grandfather. And I remember one thing. Everyone would tell me, you're not going to make it. You're never going to make it. You're not good enough. Now I think today, how can you say something to a 14-year-old, 15-year-old kid, You're not good. So, you know how I am. I'm very stubborn, I said to myself, you know what, Bobo? Fuck everyone. You want to become a soccer player? You got to become a soccer player. Follow your dream. Because in your life, but I think in all the works, it's a daily thing. People are always going to put you down.
Yes.
They're always going to say, no, you can't do this, you can't do that, you're not good. You're always trying to put you down because they're jealous that maybe you can become someone or you have a dream. Yes. And I'm not talking about just soccer. I'm talking about any jobs, anything you want to do. So one thing, I'm sorry if I'm eating, huh?
No, it's okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You know we used to do it then. We eat, we play, we dance, no problem. It's the same thing.
I learned one thing in my life. And I still do it today. I don't listen to no one. Because most of the people are bad people. And I don't need bad people in my life. If I have friends, good. If I don't have friends, I stay by myself. I need positive people. And I always do what I want. Always. I never listen to no one. Because if you don't try, you're never going to succeed.
Yeah.
If you listen to people, you're never going to become what you want to become. Yeah. Wherever you are, Africa, Italy, Australia, it's the whole world. I'm talking generally,
Mm-hmm.
So when I left, I said, you know what? I'm going to go try. I have a dream. I want to go see if this dream will come true, So I went, and I, had hard times, of course. It's not easy, but, my dream came true because I played in the Serie A, the World Cups for Italy 15 years. I can ask for more. But it's not that, it's the people on the way, you know, that would just put you down. Like I'm at the cafeteria, I'm 15 years old. I can hear people behind me. Yeah, but he's playing soccer because of his dad. He was playing, his dad's pushing him, but he's no good. People telling me he's no good. You know what I mean? Like all these bad things, negative things. So I always think one thing that I say to other kids or the people that wherever you are, Africa, listen, my friend, Africa, physically, they're so strong, mentally strong, because I have a hard time in Africa, right? It's not easy.
Yeah.
So it's just those two things. There could be, you know, so many amazing African football players around the world, but there could be so many more, so many more. Yeah. You just have to give them the right education. You have to, you know, carry them with you, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing that I think that in Africa, you know what's missing? The infrastructures.
Yeah. You
that,
know,
like, you know how it is in Italy, a team buys you, they give you to sleep, they give you to eat, they send you to school.
Yeah, but that's one of the questions I wanted to ask you. You've seen a lot of African players come to Italy, but maybe only few managed to make it, like George Weah, Eto'o, Martins, Abedi Pele, Apia,
Mohamed, Kallon.
Taribo West, and Sule Montais. Only few of them made it. Then we've seen a lot of players, African players came to Inter, came to other clubs where we played before, but they never made it. So what do you think? What's the problem with African players? What's your advice?
Listen, Mohamed, I don't think there's problems. I think that the Africans are very, very, very talented soccer players. If you tell me, can everyone make it in Inter or AC Milan? It's not possible. But they can get out of Africa and go play in Europe.
Yes.
And I think that's a dream. Doesn't mean wherever you play. If you're playing professional soccer or in Germany, listen, to go play in Germany now, it's amazing. Holland, Belgium, England, second division of England, the championship. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many countries, Spain, there's so many, Greece, Turkey, there's so many competitions where there's Africans can go play everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, if sometimes I always say that, you know what, if there was more, you know, of these infrastructures, you know how many players could come out? Because Mohamed, you guys know the African Cup, how many good players are there?
Yeah,
it's crazy, you know. So it's just, you know, there's you have to be more infrastructures, a club that, you know, gets the players, that make them go to school, make them go to eat, to sleep, and, you know, and then they play, and then, you know, they get their role and go to Europe. I think there's so many, but we've always said that every World Cup we can say, oh, maybe Cameroon's going to win. Oh, maybe Ghana is going to win. Where's the team that Costa d'Avorio? They have a fantastic team. Every World Cup, everyone's saying, be careful of that team. Be careful of that team. You know what I mean? So what does that mean? That Sierra Leone, Costa d'Avorio, what team? Amazing team, no?
Yeah, Ivory Coast.
Big players. So it's just about getting out of Africa and going, following their dream. There's so many talented football African players. It's incredible. This, you know, Africa is so big, right? It's huge.
Yeah.
And you've got so many talented players. They just need the chance, you know what I mean, to, you know, go to Europe or, you know, go play for a team that maybe sell you to Europe.
And as you say, they need the chance. So
hold on, Kai.
Would you encourage? Yeah.
Hold on, Kai. Bobo, that's Kai Kamara, one of the greatest players from Sierra Leone. He plays in the MLS. Yeah, he's been playing in the MLS for the past 10 years. He scored more than 100 goals as well, and he's playing for the Sierra Leone national team. That's Kai Kamara. Kai, go ahead with your question.
I'm a lucky striker like yourself. But
we have to be lucky to score goals, my friend. We have to be very lucky. Yes,
it's an honor. It's an honor to really be in the platform with you, and obviously being tall, over 6 foot, big striker. And I see, but you don't score many goals with your head like myself, you know? Your left foot was very dangerous, you know?
You know what? I worked so much on my technique. It was incredible. Because in Italy, you have got to, Mohamed knows that to play in Italy, when we used to play, you had to be very, very good technically. Otherwise, it's very hard to play. It's not just physical, tactical. You have to play. You have to score goals. You have to make your teammates score goals. You've got to be universal. No? So we trained very hard. I did so much technique when I was playing in my 10 years. You know, so if you want to get better, you know, it's up to you. It's up to you. You know, so no, it's not. You know what I'm talking about. It's not easy to score. Huh?
And speed and pace, because for most guys, as big guys, will always say, well, I don't have to be fast. I just have to be big and be in the box in this. But obviously yourself, you play different. You know, you had the speed, you had the technique, you know, the finish with the left foot and stuff. So would you say even, to the younger players that's big, you know, maybe like you said, technique, we have to work on it, because when you're big, they always think you're going to be clumsy. You don't have technique, you know, just go in the box, finish the play. So what would you say to some of the guys that don't have?
I say to the guys, like I said before, it's up to you how much you want it.
Yeah.
When I play in San Siro, in Atletico Madrid, you know, I can't miss a stop. In the book, I have to stop the ball properly. I can't make mistakes. So for Juventus, Inter Milan, 90,000 people, what are you going to always make a mistake, stopping the ball? You can't do that. So it's up to you how much you want to become better in everything. If you're too heavy, it means you're going to lose weight. If you're, you know, no good technique, you got to work on your technique. If you're not good with the header, after training, you get someone to cross 100 balls every day. It's very easy to, depends how much you want it.
True. And most people, and I'm going to take it very easy, most people like, you know, nicknames, but where did Bobo come from? That's what I wanted to know.
Bobo came from, because my grandfather was a goalkeeper. My father, his name's Roberto. They used to call him Bob. In Italy, they call you Bob when you call Roberto. And he was a big soccer player. Played for Juventus, for Rome, for Bologna, Sampdoria. So he was very big. I'm his son, so they started calling me Bobo, you know. And I like it, so I kept it, you know. That's why. So, you know, my brother used to play soccer professional, played second division, third division. Doesn't mean you're going to play first division. You know what I mean? It's playing professional football all your life. That's amazing, you know.
Yes.
So you know, it's not easy. You know what it means to play in MLS. Very hard physically. It's, you know, it's all the competitions during the world. If you're not mentally prepared, you're gonna have a hard time against everyone.
Very much.
Yeah, you played 374 games and scored 194 goals. That's incredible. It's over 60% or 70% of, scoring one goal in every 2 games.
Who, me?
Yes.
But the scoring the goals, Mohamed, was the easy part.
Yeah, I know.
Being fit was the hard part. Because
you remember we used to practice for 3 hours. You remember some days?
You practice 3 hours. You play every 3 days. You get hit. It's very hard to play up front. You guys know what it is. Every game, you can't walk after the game.
Yeah.
For 2 days, you're dead.
Yes.
Now it's easier. No one hits you like before. But remember before?
Yeah. Tackling from the back before. Yeah.
You know. So
they didn't have referees back then.
Of course. Now they don't hit you anymore. Now you play, you don't even sweat. It's good. You don't even fall on the ground. It's amazing. Yeah. But those days, you play against defenders. They want to kill you. So you know, it's those days it was very hard to play every weekend, every game. It wasn't easy. You know. So the scoring was the least I would think about. It was just, you know, preparing all the games, the training.
How did you build this partnership with Mohamed? I want to know, obviously. You know, big man, little man. How did you guys build this partnership?
Listen, he's good. He's very intelligent. Okay, or else he wouldn't be able to play in Inter, because, you know, Inter Milan. Those we had was me, Ronaldo, Ventola, Kallon, who's it? Recoba. So you're gonna be big player, you know. And he was an amazing player. He wasn't that big, but he had good technique, good vision. He would always move, play with the team, and that's what you need in the clubs. You know, he would score a lot of goals. You know, he would always score, like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, we had a good relationship. He was younger than me, of course, but he was a good guy. You know, we used to hang out, and you know, he played big games with Inter, a lot of big games. Started, you know, in the top 11. So but those years there were a lot of good players, so everyone had a good relationship. No,
It's really
Mohamed, you
weird.
agree?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really weird, Mohamed, because when you see strikers, you think, no, it's competition. You and that striker has to be competition, but it's weird. How do you build a relationship and be friendship with somebody that you both play the same position? You know, if you were to, if somebody was to learn
Listen,
from that.
Crespo always says when he came to Inter, he says that when the big men, the big strikers go to teams, they're always the prima donna, right?
Yeah.
And everyone thinks about themselves.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I went to Inter, Bobo opened all the doors for me.
Yeah.
Because I always thought one thing. I know what it means not to score for so many weeks, you don't sleep good, you're nervous, right? You're not happy. That's how we are, right? Because we have to score every game. So I always put myself, I understand when a striker plays and they don't score. They suffer. Because I suffer when I don't score. So I always try to put me in their position that if they can score, you gotta go score. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy, good. We all have, at the end of the day, we all have to score if we want to win something.
Yes.
Bobo, I know one of the difficult things to do in Italy is for a player to play for Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. How was it?
No, it's Mohamed, the three biggest teams in the world, in Italy, in Europe, they're so big. So you know what it means to play in San Siro. When you stop the ball 2 times not properly, you're gonna get 80,000 people whistling. And then the next time you're not gonna go and get the ball. You're gonna
Yes, I remember. Yeah.
Wow.
So you gotta be prepared before everything mentally.
Yeah.
It's very hard. It's very stressful mentally.
No.
Yes, I remember some games, maybe with Inter. Before the game, we are all nervous. I mean, because of our supporters. Because Inter supporters, they were very, very, oh my God. They want to win every game. So we were under the pressure all the time. So I remember before some of these games, we were panicking and all. But I mean, because of our mental fitness, that's why we managed to go through some of these games.
No, it's true. It's true. Mentally, you got to be prepared, because if a striker, you play in those teams, you don't score 2-3 games, you stop sleeping.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you start going crazy, yeah?
And what would you say? What would you say to strikers like that? Because when it does happen, do you think mentally, if you put too much pressure on yourself, it will lead to not scoring and not scoring some more?
100%. You just gotta, don't think about scoring, not just play the game. Because the good thing about a striker, you can miss 2-3 chances, but you can always score 1 or 2. You know what I mean? It's not like a goalkeeper. He makes a mistake, he's ruined. You know how many times I missed, good chances in a game, then I scored 2 goals? You know what I mean? So the chances can always come up any second of the game. So you just got to keep on working, relax. Thing is, you got to train good. When you train, you're prepared. Whatever happens, happens in the game. You can't. Of course, you're going to miss chances. Who doesn't miss chances?
Yeah.
It's part of the game. But as long as you're prepared physically and mentally, you should be okay. Everyone should be okay.
And it's having that striker mentality, right? When it happens, let it go. And then get ready.
Because if you think about it, you're going to keep making mistakes.
So away from football, I spoke to Christopher Sullivan, and Sully says you're a big guy that likes to go to the movies. You like
I'm crazy. I go by myself. In the afternoon in Miami, 45 degrees, I go to the movies, watch 2-3 films.
What's some of your favorite? What's some of your favorite? Too many
years of Serie A went psycho.
What's some of the favorite films that will put you in, to make you calm, to make you, relax?
No, whatever. I just like to go to the movies, relax. I get my popcorn, my Coke, 2 liters. And then I just relax. I just have a good time at the cinema, air conditioning. I'm by myself with the tracksuit. I relax and I have a good time. Just whatever film is, it's great. I just relax,
Takes your minds away from a lot of things, huh?
100%. So that's good. Everyone's different. I like to go to the movies. I relax. I stay there in the dark. That's it. Nothing much. But when I used to make mistakes during a game, on the Tuesday and Wednesday, I would always go in the position where I missed the chance and get someone to give me the ball in the same way and try to score. You know what I mean? Always try to, why did I make the mistake? Did I do the right thing? For me, it wasn't about making mistakes, because that's part of the game. It was about doing the right thing when I'm in front of the goals. That's where I was very, very hard with myself. Because, you know, when you play, you know how it is. Sometimes you don't think because you have no time to think. Sometimes you got to think. So it's very hard, complicated. And, you know, you're going to miss chances. Even I missed so many chances without the ball on the line. No goalkeeper, I kick it out. Because I don't know why.
All strikers would have done that.
Of course, it just has to go out.
Yeah.
But I would be okay if I did the right thing. When I would do the right thing, I was okay. I would always have to do the right thing in front of the goals. If the goalkeeper, you know, place the ball, hit it on the diagonal, do the right things. Then I was okay. Then, you know, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, so now you have a lot of young boys from Sierra Leone who wants to play football to the highest level. They're here following the program. So hearing this from you, because, okay, me, myself, and other great players, ex-players, part of this platform, we always sharing our stories, our experiences with them. But hearing you from you, coming from Europe, you played for, one of the greatest team in the world, Italy. You played so many World Cups. You played so many games in the Champions League and all. So it's good for them to hear from you. Keep advising them what to do next. So whenever you're in difficult times, what do you have to do?
When you have difficult times, and you're gonna have them in 20 years, you just gotta work. That's the best thing you can do. Remember when I was in Inter, I would have to do 400. How do you say abdominali?
Sit-ups.
Yeah. If I didn't do 400 sit-ups every day, I couldn't sleep at night. So you know how many times I forgot to do them during training? I would go home and I'm in the car. I would say, oh my God, my sit-ups. I would go back.
Wow.
I would go back to training. Claudio and Paul would give me the tracksuit and say, you forgot your sit-ups, right? I would do them. And that's it. I take a shower and go home just to do the sit-ups. Because, you know, you got to be mentally so prepared. I can't play a game and say, fuck, I didn't do my sit-ups. You know what I mean? I have to be clear with my head. That's the most important thing. So you just got to keep on working, you know. When I was in Inter and Atletico, I was making, you know, the biggest money in the world.
Yeah.
So I could say, you know what, I'm not going to train no more. But it's the opposite. You got to train and train and train because you want to score every game. And to score every game, you got to prepare. You got to sleep right. You got to train right. You got to prepare. So you just got to keep on training. That's it. That's the only advice I give all the time.
And I guess it's you know, again, I'm just a little bit younger than you guys, you know, playing
How
wise.
old are
But 35.
That's okay.
Yeah, I know, a little bit younger. But
another 20 years. It's okay.
Yes. I read something just recent when Pirlo came to the MLS and Pirlo was playing, who's, you know, great guy, you know, he gave me some good advice on the field. And he had mentioned once in a quote that says, just like how you just said, something mental, that football is called football, but it's not all play with your feet. It's mostly play with your head, because mentally you have to be so strong to be able to control these situations, correct?
Of course. You know, the thing is that when you play big games and you miss one or two balls, you don't stop them right, and you get a counter attack, people have a hard time, you know. So the first thing is the preparation. You got to prepare during the week, because one coach used to tell me of Atalanta when I was 18 years old. He used to say, Bob, remember one thing, what you do in training is what you're going to do on the Sunday. If you train and you jog around training, you're going to jog around on Sundays. If you train like a beast in training, Sunday, you're going to be like a beast. Because he says, the green pitch, it never lies.
Wow.
I remember the competition we had in practice. Yes, just to have the possibility to be in the first 11. Then, of all, when you get to San Siro, when it was like 80,000 people, 80,000 fans of Inter, the pressure from the fans, the pressure from the journalists, it was difficult to handle from my own side as well. So sometimes I have to go home back and sit back and see how I can focus to clean my mind to be actually focused 100% to play. Now, most of these boys who are playing now, they're facing this type of problems. What's your advice to them?
Listen, to play in big teams, it's not just, you know, being a big player. You have to mentally have to be very strong. Mohamed, you know what I used to play in San Siro, in Juventus, in Manchester United. You stop the Real Madrid or Barcelona. If you stop a ball, Barcelona, you don't stop the ball properly, 100,000 people whistle. You don't play no more. You have to go somewhere else and play. So it's very hard mentally. That's why I said you got to prepare the whole week, because there's big soccer games, and it's very, very hard. You know, and when you're young, you're by yourself, because at the end, you know, when you play, you know, you make mistakes. You know. And you know, you gotta handle it. So you just gotta stay calm, train, always be focused, and always be positive.
That's good. And do you think I know your style? I know how, you know, I like style. I dress. You know, I enjoy myself. And you've always been known to, you know, dress up really nice. Do you think it's a striker thing? Because we're strikers, we're forward. We also want to, you know.
Listen, I was showing off. I would put my $50,000 euro earrings. I would see the girls walk around, long hair, ponytail.
You don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
Huh?
You don't do that anymore.
I have no hair now. I got So the strikers.
Yeah, my best part I can remember with Inter. You remember when we used to have the big games like against Milan or against Juventus? We used to have like 20,000 people watching practice. How was it?
It was crazy, yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. And you know, it was me, Ronaldo, those days, you know, with the young guys, and it was full. The Pinetina was full of people. That's what I'm saying about the pressure. Because you know how it is with Inter. You play with Inter Milan. The pressure is crazy. You know, you can't make mistakes. There's no time to make mistakes. You know, people can't wait. You got to win games. You got to win everything.
Yeah.
How do you deal with, because people always ask me as a striker in MLS, who's the toughest defender you've played against? And usually I can't pinpoint one defender to say this is the toughest defender. Do you have like saying, okay, this defender, every time we played, that one person shut you down every time? Do you really have that?
I play, you know, I think I played in the national team with, I think, the three best defenders the last 50 years. You know, Maldini, Cannavaro, and Nesta. So in training, I would never touch the ball. On the Sundays, I would never touch the ball. You have a hard time. But that's how it is, you know. But you're playing with the best, you know. You're playing with the best, you know. So I was very, very happy, very lucky to play with these big players. You know what I mean? I played against Baresi, Costa Curta, Tassotti. Like, you don't get those plays. You don't see those plays, you know what I mean? Like, that would make you go offside 25 times in a game. Like, that will make you look stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Bobo, I always have like 10,000 questions about you guys when we play. So when I go back home to Sierra Leone, people always ask me, how good is VIERI? How good is Ronaldo? How good is Tito? It's hard for me to explain to them how good is Ronaldo. Can you explain how good was Ronaldo?
My friend, he was born with the star on his head. God said, when he was born, he said, Ronaldo, I'm going to make you the best ever. He said, okay, thank you very much.
Wow. Talk about the things he used to do in practice. You remember when he used to play the Gabia, the small field and all? Whew.
No, but he was so quick, so strong, like unstoppable. You can't stop him. Or you put him down, or you can't stop him. You see, he's just too quick, too good. Like his dribbling, his speed, everything. You know, just amazing.
And do you think that was the most difficult time in football? Because in you guys' time, it was, again, you, Ronaldo, Recoba, you know, Mohamed, and Adriano, all these guys on one team. We don't have that anymore.
No.
You know?
No, those days,
yeah.
Those days, there were big players and big teams. Like 3, 4, every team.
Yeah, every team.
Now there's less. But before, you were having Inzaghi, Del Piero, Zidane,
yeah,
Kovacevic, you know what I mean?
Like, yeah, you have Shevchenko, Inzaghi, Rui Costa, Seedorf in Milan. You remember?
You know what I mean? So was the Batistuta, Rui Costa,
yeah,
Chiesa, It was big teams those days. You know, Totti, Montella, Del Vecchio. It's, you know, every team had at least 3 big players, you know. So the teams were very, very full of big players those days.
Right. It's amazing. And then, so you were 14 when you left and said you were gonna go try?
Listen to this. I was 14 and a half. I went to Florence, near Florence. My parents are from there. I used to go watch, you know, Roberto Baggio.
Yeah, the greatest player, one of the greatest players.
You know, Mohamed. I used to go watch him play with Fiorentina. I used to pay $10 for the ticket. Okay. After 7 years, I'm playing the World Cup with my friend.
Oh my God.
Those are dreams come true.
Yes.
That's a dream. I used to watch him play. I used to say, oh my God, look at this. After 7 years, we're playing in training. He's going, Bobo, how are you? I'm going to do this. I said, do whatever you want, my friend. I'm okay. Like, you can't believe that, you know, you used to go watch him when you're a little kid and then you're playing the World Cup with him.
Wow. And how was it? How was he as a person?
Oh, amazing. But all the big players are always good people. You know what I mean? Big players are always good people. It's the low players that are crazy.
Says yourself.
I'm okay. I'm happy. Depends. If I score, I'm happy. If I don't score,
you're happy. Yeah, if you don't score, it's a big problem.
Big problem.
You remember after some games we lost. Okay, I can remember one specific game. You remember one game where everybody was crying after the game against last year when we missed the Scudetto and everybody was crying, lying down on the ground in the dressing room. You remember?
No, it was crazy. Tomorrow's the 5th of May, yeah?
Huh?
Tomorrow's the 5th of May. The day we lost the Scudetto.
Yeah. Nobody can forget about that day anymore, right?
I used to break dressing rooms, windows, everything. throw shoes. At the end of the first half, that is, if I didn't score a goal, I would start throwing shoes at the windows. Give me new shoes. These are negative shoes. Who gave you these shoes? And they would say, you give them to me. No, fix my shoes.
Speaking about that, so what did you say to people that have, you know, like anger issue, like younger players with anger, you know?
It's complicated. It's not easy. It's complicated.
Sometimes it's okay to take it out on yourself than take it out on somebody else.
Of course, but sometimes I would say to my, like, sometimes you got to scream to your teammates just, you know, because they're having a hard time, just to, you know, wake them up. So it's not nothing bad, you know, it can happen. Someone screamed to me, I scream to you. There's so much pressure. That's why, you know, you got to win. And, you know, it's not easy. Only one team wins, eh? The rest, they don't win, eh? So they're like, you failed. But it's not like that. You know what I mean? But when you're playing, you got to win games. You got to win games.
So I used to tell people in Sierra Leone, they used to cry that you always, okay, you want to win so bad, you want to score so bad, and I know you. So some games, maybe if I don't give you the right ball, you are very mad at me. You will be very angry, very mad. Then people will think, oh, VIERI don't like you, he hates you. I said, that's my best guy. He's so sweet, so nice.
No, but the thing is that,
like, he will be the first to come and kiss me. He's a beautiful.
Okay, listen. If I don't say nothing to you, that means I don't care about you. Like, I think that you cannot play with me. But if I say something to you and you miss the ball, I know that you cannot miss that ball because you're better than that.
Yeah.
So I've got to, you know, stay on you, keep you focused. So with all but the same, you know, with sometimes with, you know, with other players, I would say, come on, what the fuck, give me the ball properly, because I know you can do it. Because you know how hard it is to score, and maybe we're not going to get another chance, you know?
Yeah, that's it. That's our biggest fear. If you have 2 chances and you miss them, you're not going to have no other chance anymore.
You know what I mean? So I know that you guys, the younger guys, always have more pressure than me and Ronaldo because we can miss chances, you know? But that's how it is at the beginning, you know? So it's just a process, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a process of trying to get your teammates at a high level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes there you don't understand it. You understand it after 10 years, you know? It was pushing me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like with Mohamed, I think like I always say to my friends, but everyone knows because he played in Regina, he played years, you know, everyone knows he was good. Yeah. So you play with me, you gotta be good, you know, all but the same, Ventola the same, you know what I mean? Like to play in Italy, you gotta be good. So, you know, I'm a guy that I get angry when I play, when I miss shots and all that, but you know, I try to push everyone at a high level.
Yeah, so I'm always advising the kids from Africa. For you to leave Africa to come to Europe, you have to be very, very, very prepared. Okay, take your time, prepare yourself mentally, physically, psychologically before you take that move. Because when you get there, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna say, "Oh, this is how good are these players." when I used to play for Regina Vicenza, I never knew VIERI, the Koba, and then Ronaldo, they were that good. Even our captain Zanetti, he was a tractor. He plays every game. Even when we play 100 games, he plays every game. Because he's
600 games a year.
Yeah, you remember, Bobo? Zanetti want to play every game.
Amazing. Every training first, in line.
First. You see?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, first, every day, first to practice, last to get out of practice. He worked 100% every day. This is what I'm telling my boys in Africa, in Sierra Leone. Okay, specifically, you have to work hard. Football, there's no magic. Nobody's going to give you anything for free. You never going to go to Europe and they sign you contract, 5 years contract, and give you $10 million for free. It's impossible. Italians, they don't give you money if you're not good. Bobo, tell them.
I agree. I think one thing, whoever understands you have to work can make it. People that don't understand, they're going to stay home. They're not going to go, you know, and they're just going to find excuses. Yeah. No one gives money in anywhere in the world just like that for free.
Right.
So if you get money, that means you deserved it.
And then again, a lot of players from Africa will say, well, we don't have the opportunity to go overseas and this, but would you encourage, I mean, you've played with some Africans a lot, so you encourage more agents or scouts and say, you know, go into that market and tap in and bring out some of these amazing talent there is out there.
I always say to all agents, you guys are so stupid, you got to go to Africa. You got to go to Africa. It's just that because there's thousands of soccer players. So when I speak with agents that are my friend, I always say to them, you have no brains. Go to Africa. There's so many players down there. You can make, you know, like you can get so many good players. I agree that when, you know, a lot of players say that they haven't got the chance. I understand that. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, there's no structures. There's no big teams that get all the young players, put them in camp. You know what I mean, Mohamed? Yeah. So it's not easy, and I understand that. And believe me, it's a pity because the Africans have so much talent in football. It's crazy. It's crazy, you know what I mean? And, you know, the clubs have to be more prepared. The clubs have to work more on the youth because the clubs can make a lot of money with the youth, selling them to Europe, you know what I mean? All over the world. You know what I mean? So, even in America, they can sell players in MLS, and then from the MLS, they go to Europe. You know, there's so many ways now. Before it was harder, but now there's so many ways. It's the thing that, you know, a lot of teams, they're not very organized in Europe. So like scouting wise, you know what I mean? Like Udinese, they always have a lot of Africans because they work good in Africa. You know what I mean? Like there's teams that work good. But I think the African teams, the soccer teams there, they have to work more on the youth because there's a lot of young guys that are, you know, fantastic.
So why didn't you be a coach? Why didn't you switch into coaching?
Because I was working on TV with beIN Sports in Miami. I was supposed to go get my coach license now in May, but the virus came, so they stopped it. Where Mohamed is getting his license.
Okay.
So maybe I think in 3 months, it's September, October, it's going to start. I'm going to get my license. Then I'm going to see what happens. If I have something
you still want to give back. You still want to be on the field.
Let's see. I don't know. You know, sometimes I say yes, sometimes I say no. But, you know, there's 7 or 8 of us. When we played in the World Cups, that, you know, we said to each other, let's go try to get the license. You know, let's see what happens. Maybe, you know, we can get a team. We have fun. Let's see. But maybe in the future, I think I'm going to get the license. It's not easy. Mohamed knows it's not easy in Italy because they're all crazy to get this license. But you know, if it's our war, you know, or you're a director, or you're a coach, or you know, you work on TV. So let me see what happens. Maybe I coach, maybe I never coach. I don't know.
I would love to bring you at that stadium behind Mohamed one day for a charity game. It would be amazing.
Where's that stadium?
To have you in Sierra Leone. That's our national stadium.
It's safe there. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good.
If you're with Mohamed, you're safe.
Okay, so listen, you guys have to give me a first class, not business. I fly first class because I'm very big. I'm heavy, 100 kilos. So when you guys
we'll put you on the exit row. We'll put you in the exit row.
When you guys send me the first class ticket, I come to Sierra Leone.
That's good.
Business is too small for me. Business is too small. I can't fit in business. I need room.
That's good. No, it's definitely, this is a platform that, you know, we've created to bring the Sierra Leonean players together to really be unite, because most countries around the world, they have unions, you know, players have unions, they get together and stuff. In Sierra Leone, we haven't had that union as players. And, you know, before myself or before Mohamed and during his time, he's played with so many great, amazing players, but everybody's just gone so far. So we're just trying to find a way to collaborate and bring everybody together. And so we can preach to the ones that's coming after us, to tell them, you know, just give them our own opinions of being a professional footballer or soccer player and the ups and downs that you've had, and tell you that, you know, it's not an easy road, but if you take it, these are the sacrifices that you have to take.
Listen, first thing, you're not on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You don't take drugs. You know, you play professional sports, you train, so, you know, you work physically, mentally, you prepare, you have like days, like you got to be training at 10 o'clock, so you got to wake up at 11 o'clock, you know, it's like you have lunch at 1 o'clock, then you rest, then you train at 5, so you've got a daily basis. And I think that's amazing for the kids all over the world to get out of those bad areas with the bad people and go play sports, you know. So whenever you guys need me, I can come to Sierra Leone, speak with kids, speak with, you know, whoever you guys want. I have no problem with that.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's exactly what we're trying to do, to bring most of the ex-players, great players from Sierra Leone to come closer so we can help these kids to go. The kids were like abandoned because we have a lot of underprivileged kids, a lot of kids on the street that want to play football. But if we don't mentor them, if we don't encourage them, then I think they're going to miss their way.
I know, I agree. I agree, you guys. So whenever you guys need me, we organize, you know, and then let's see what we can do.
Thanks.
Okay.
Well, thank you for taking your time. I know you work for the family. Really, really appreciate you. From one striker to another and another striker, I salute you, sir.
Be safe, my friend. Thank you very much.
Okay, nice, thank you very much, Bobo. Grandissimo.
Ciao, Mohamed.
Grazie, grazie.
Thank you.
See you guys.
Ciao, grazie, ciao.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Strikers them.
I think a great contribution. This is what we want. I mean, for bringing everybody come on board, and not necessarily who, but not just get voices. People that we don't go through the sport. All the part of the struggle. So you bring people in Canada, the same story, and it's all the people understand. You play in Bangladesh, or you play in Italy, or Spain, it's all the same. Football is the same.
Very much.
It's a process. As I was telling you before, it's a process. We have to go through that process. So now the kind way that we need for advice with both them and try for making them implement them as well. What do you think?
Yeah, we get for definitely. I mean, you don't tell your own story, which obviously come on a different side. And I know everybody always can say, well, you know, now Europe done this is not Africa. Yes, it's true, but you can make sacrifices the same way, because if you don't decide to not this you want to become in life, football or any part of life where you want to decide to you want to, you got to make sacrifice then for that day. Yes, and it talks away 14 years old, 15 years old, pack your bag, run away, go some side. No, you know, but in just to try to tell you that in your own path down the way it take, and you know, the things that on the way you need for do, where people they tell you say, you're not good. That you're not good. That they motivates you for like continue for work hard every day, but try to make sure so you put you in the right state.
But we all get that, no? Just imagine they play at the level with Inter Milan where they compete. At the highest competition ever with football don't get. Playing at the Champions League at the highest competition, even tougher than World Cup, because you actually get 10 good players than one team when it comes to World Cup. But Champions League, you get 10 players the way all they represent their country, all the greatest players. And they go play for Salon, they still tell me say Apoel, also I play football.
But it's amazing because you said the motivation where you get, where you play with, you know, some of them strikers there. Yes, you're a good player. We work very hard for get what you get, but them with them, the names them and the countries that we then come out with already they up here, you know, so then gets that advantage with them. Yeah, but because of that advantage we then get, it give you motivation, not so for you continue for even work even harder every day. Yes.
No, but it's just like the same thing where you say, I meet Baggio. Okay, at the 94, at the Lebanon, and they watch the World Cup, we Baggio they play, we missed the penalty. 6 months later, at the Bologna, at the play, me and Baggio for on the same side. What can I say? The dressing room, when they show us Barcelona, near Baggio, I take me things that God aside. Because possibly they see on TV where they play. I mean, the Baggio, the superstar, the greatest star of, from Italy. Then you can't see and two, you can't sit down together. So nobody go for practice and the way they joke, that's how you look. So you don't see all the things there. So I mean, they're always great for listening to people that we don't play to that level as well. So they will begin believe because sometimes some people get a question they ask, what do you do for Salon? Who's how you play? What do you this? What do you that? They don't even understand the sacrifice they don't make.
No. And that's what it is.
And that's what it is. We don't used to like them. We don't used to like them for nothing. If they go broke me foot in a salon, and they lost $5-10 million contract, if they go broke your foot, who that get for care?
They want broke me foot in a salon. No, the boss say they broke me foot. You know, and that's the kind of information too. It's no, we need can't salon for can bluff. We need can't salon for what no, we want pass on the education. We would they play in then small corner league and this, that. No, now for just continue for boost up the football in the country. You know, I'm not coming into for can card you, for can this by you. No. So there's no need for low to put bad tackle by other person. You know, the medical system already will not say not the greatest. You know, so encourage the great players that we go able for, you know, make the game fun for people and for men to enjoy. And then where the next person come out they go, now the good reputation, now the way they give for Salon, it counts more attention back to Salon. So they'll just continue for the push the football and continue for the push the talented players inside the country.
And once you had to say back again, may not underestimate the players the way they play football. Because as I said before, you play level 1, level 2, level 3, all not the same information. All they go back home, who try for advice the government, or try for advice the FA. They still like full people, they not even take what to the talk. Would they tell them A, then they think say no, not C. But we don't come out, we don't
around wall.
Great players them, we don't see either walk part. Yes, we know they expect say it will be the same because it's not possible. It's not possible. No. But at least let's try for push up small so the players that will feel comfortable to perform. Because if you don't have pressure, like Ali mentioned yesterday, when I go play zone 2, now 14, when I use one jersey, that now here a big problem. You understand? But
it's difficult because no matter whatever success you want, you know, you get for, you know, they say the successors, you got for always try for reach back. What you can say office. If you can say office, you just empty no more. The last person will come out, you take all thing and go. If you get for start from the beginning, it's very difficult. But whatever project, whatever be the work on before, if find where you come, you know, okay, what's there be the work on before? You know, so it's fine for the person come in and try to say, hey, Mohamed, okay, I want to do this for football. Please give me your idea about what you're waiting for do, you know, this, that. It's fine for really bounce up or maybe friendly game. Oh, friendly game. Who's friendly game? Not talk friendly games. Anyway.
No, but talk about that.
No, but like friendly game, like we go say, hey, you know what, one orange friendly game for Salon, no, you know, okay, now, so country you will get Liberia, Guinea, Gambia, this, who's one on a piece will go really one play. Then some of we will get the experience, go say, okay, look at the rankings on the different countries that who's friendly, whether for do we well, we'll go say, okay, let's play against this country. Hopefully if we get good result, boom, it don't boost Salon go. No, not just say we'll go play Libya, you know, for waiting for friendly, where you not get nothing for do. Then Salon lost that friendly and knock Salon ranking go all the way down, which affects somebody like you, where you want to go play in England. It affects somebody like me, when my contract done with Middlesbrough, I want to play again, but your ranking don't drop. For friendly game where I not ever play par, where most of the players do not play par, but that ranking from that game drop down, and most of we get affected by it.
Yeah, but even at that, forget about ranking. Because I not even pay attention to ranking. Me not qualify, me won't qualify.
Yeah, but just because of, I mean, the people have to be in the right position because maybe we forget more players that we get opportunities for go play other side. You know, then the team go become stronger and stronger. They build up, you know, for able to do that. But we know go qualify. No disrespect to the players, they're all in a Salon. But players in the way they play inside Salon right now, no structure they would take go qualify for go African Cup or for go World Cup.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, so if you listen to what Bobo they say, no,
yes.
In terms of structure, in terms of competition, we the player they foster, we they build the structure. We the players now, we build the rules and regulation of the team. Because one thing first, after every game, big bonus day. You don't have to mess with Matarazzi in bonus. You don't have to mess with Cordoba in bonus. Yes, because you can't point finger at you in the face.
Which I didn't cut you off. Which night, you know, why you and I talked with Andy yesterday, obviously I'm gonna be part of the show about the bonus system, you know, where somebody bring them up, say, you know, the players then from home, you know, because football ain't alive, whatever you make from football. And I always say that, listen, I need to say this for hate up on anybody where they give Leon Star money or whatever. Leon Star players, them not forever, they make the same money as any staff where they travel to 27.
No. No.
Enough will ever happen.
And then they happen in Europe.
Exactly.
Okay? The director.
A player now they get 1,500, and then the ministry possibly they travel get 1,500. That should never happen.
But how they tell you so? Even like with team now, okay, let's say Inter. The directors them, they're not going to make 500,000 euros. The director, the managers them, then take them now. Like a bubble them, they make up to 10 million euros a year.
Yes.
You can't compare, it's impossible. So why would they go come in a salon? They go give me $200. But this is the first thing we make Alain for take money in a salon. I make more can every day. So I take money in a salon 110. They making 2 times a day all team point. After every game, maybe we play the Gambia game. The next day, we go for Gona Slaffer office.
So you not be taking bonus?
No, listen how they go so now.
So
every game we play, after game, we go to stadium, we go to Alemubaden, Sweet K, we begin waiting for them and count the money. No, government do not sign, finance don't sign the check it. One day, the next day back will come back. You know what they give you? $200. Just imagine, $200 they give you. They immediately come play, Usai they pay me, Usai if I be left, me mark bonus, now around $5,000.
Yeah.
I left $5,000, I can play for $200. The $200 will give me all the problem. Now I say, okay, well now listen. I don't want no bonus again, I don't want ticket money again, I buy me tickets, I don't want no bonus. Now so I play throughout. I'm not taking no bonus anymore. Because it's disgraceful, it's so disrespectful.
I wonder also your bonus be the go.
I don't care really 71 and in business.
No, but it's serious. It's all joke aside, because while finally London did that, the bonus where we they get as we they travel with all the other staffs that they travel at the same time. I was like, wait, so what do we they go play for? So you mean that are just for travel? No,
but sometimes they get past we even.
You know, but it's no, because again, not so about people they always can say, oh, Leo star player, they always say cry for money, what to say for money. Listen,
you don't say 2
you
hours.
want to represent your country, but you want to be respected, you know?
No, I mean, some man I ask them, I say, you, what did they go do?
Yeah.
Some man they go, what did they go do? You know, no business, no nothing they go do. You go to a player, some game they would go with 17 players, 16 players. Yeah. You know, if you get enough player, then they can go 20 officials. Some man can go meet and say, you, what you can do here? What you go for do? No, what you go for do for we? Now we they can play. Okay, make the player them comfortable. Some man they can go inside play and say, no, come on, not go inside play. Some man they want to sell boss, and they stop and they
we left Liberia for come back na Salon. John Kamara, the only player we come back to Okada. Then John starts the game against Liberia. Then media people that they talk John down. Oh, John be poor. Una know how John traveled from Liberia, can Salon.
No, but now blame
that game.
Now I blame that game day. Now I blame. Yeah. Officials then they say plane. Call them all they say plane. When not put one person down. That plane name move. If I play that plane name move. No, put one person down. And get the player in. The player
I go on let other person Kallon can tell you the story. Because if me talk up, hey.
No, but it don't happen me own time. It don't happen me own time. Things that don't nobody happen. Because one thing I tell you.
Now be 5.
No, but nothing make.
Big bro, I swear. Now be 5. Me not be even not say John Dole. I don't make say 4 down kind side. Me not be even never say John left. That's why I reach Salona, I say 1 back middle left. Before ever the team the left, now I ask them all. I say, please. We get 5 players in Ado. We get for play game in 2 days. Would that one volunteer for come on, let the player then come? Yeah, all man see on sit on place first, they make their seats. So you know.
But you remember the same thing happened, no? You remember the same thing happened? Oh, the go inside Equatorial Guinea.
I thought
you can't see you remember? Yeah, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Yeah. Because we own them, we always fight. We always fight for right as well. One game don't play against Nigeria.
Yeah.
Now, you know what they do? They delete we left one day, follow travel. Now they can't say, no, the money no day, una travel first, una go Nigeria, una come back. But we say for pull up at one time. Okay? Now and team any smaller. Then now you get Gino Tumbu, Gino Pagé, Bernard Loco, you get all the big ones. BB play the whole Monday. They are small. That's not maybe like the 4th game or 5th game, something like that. Then one for go play inside Nigeria. Come with this bonus here before time. They don't call the bonus. The next day, go for travel. Tola Thompson, Alpha Uwe, the Minister of Health right now, they won't come. They say, no, for take the helicopter for Golunge. Where the party and they say, so when they bring Nigeria. And we don't get past experience, they want to go, if you go to hotel. Some game that they go play, nothing happen. We don't go to hotel, we go inside hotel, they say, no, they will not kite. We didn't have himself for 12 hours, so wait for them to come.
Where the happened to himself?
That day, we practice. Now look what's happening. We don't practice though. They say, oh, go the Thursday. Now I say, no. So to all can they all pay them until they will tough, very strong. That's why they be very strong. I mean, Canada, the all man can, we saw the bonus side. We stop the plane, the helicopter, we go back, we go practice the next day and can do. You don't see? So now, why did they do them by Wifo? Where did they take Wifo go play in Nigeria? Game in Nigeria now. No, so they go. They go Liberia first, come on, go Guinea. Come on, Guinea, go Mali. Mali, go Burkina Faso. Before they get Nigeria, we don't tire. So me, I like to come out in a top club. I get that form day. Before they travel, they when the game come, I don't tire. I never play.
It's hard. It's hard. No matter who that you be. And no matter who that you be.
All the games they play for Salon, matter you know. Salon never play game away. Maybe the game with Guinea-Bissau, the game with South Africa. Maybe the game with Congo. Maybe inside Morocco one time. Maybe with all the games that we play, maybe not more than 5 games we'll play very well away.
Do well, yeah. Then they have to see.
Hey, before they reach Salon. Yes. Salon they left, we don't lost the game before the travel. We don't lost already.
The only reason why, me go tell you, say we on time now, the only reason why we can get better results than Tunisia, Egypt, or this BNTM is because most of the players and then will begin to travel straight from overseas for go straight to the country there.
And Danny back don't tell well as well.
Yeah, it does it because if I know this together, but if we ever be need for come out Salon straight and go, the travel will always be waiting. Yeah. But now we will all be the play games them and they say, okay, yes, we shall game now this straight to the fly go. It was a little bit better but even with that, some players because of the travel itself can get in one day before and this before, but it'd be a little bit easier. But just if we travel from Salon, we can see on one. For we even go Lunge, we'll reach Lunge first. To get for the Lunge for I don't know for how many hours. Wow, for sitting inside Lunge, for that long. When we don't say we travel, and then we forget to go connect other side. Man, we don't connect to Nigeria. Don't sleep in Nigeria for how long? And make it look that the internet by the way. I say, look the flight. Today we go angry.
Look what happened one day. At the time I go, okay, I come up for Inter. We play one game. Okay, so we get private jets, no? We get private jets. They could just go play Champions League, come back, drop me in the airport, and then we're gonna host. And make me wife bring me back, so I don't miss the game. My wife bring me back, make you meet up in the airport. Then we're gonna Venice airport, we travel for Salon. We can play. Can you imagine that? Oh, Rishna Salon. For Komona Salon for Rishna Gabon. 1 hour before the game now we reach. We left 2 days before. And we need only 1 point for qualified donation score. Only 1 point that we need.
Oh, man.
Jonkista, now the Jonkista say they play for Salon again. Jonkista affect the airport. They say they ever can Salon again, they play for Salon no more.
Oh, God.
Can you imagine? We travel from Salon 2 days. We go sleep in Senegal. Come on, they go sleep here. Till we reach Gabon. We don't reach Gabon na morning, no. We reach 1 hour before the game. As we reach on the airport, now feel straight and they'll go.
But I like
we don't even lost the game before ever we take off.
Oh yeah, most of the games they play always. But people that don't really know the things that with players and they go through for really get ready for play games for represent Salon. And I can always can say, I like by you. What be the Sudan now? Then 2008, 9, waiting stuff. What the evidence story then? Be lie. I tell myself say this it change. That's how I tell myself. I say this it change. And they make sure say work this thing they change. But this is not 2019, 2021. I just play one more game with the last year. Same thing. I don't know.
So you don't see, we don't play in some games. So what's happening now? The game where we get problem with the association. Me, they come out China. Can you imagine? I come out China. I did China. We go game against Egypt. That game when I go play in Egypt. They send me invitation for everything and all. I get injury.
Yeah.
So me, most of the games I don't get play. Even if I get injury, I still come for can support the team.
Yeah.
But that game day, I think I get the injury like 2 or 3 days before. So I want left and do therapy and all. I call the association. I say no. I call them. I say, hey, I'm not going for camp because of blah blah blah. You know what happened? When they will play the game done, after the game, they come back to the salon. What do they say? Oh, Mohamed Kallon before say we're not going for play with Tata. Now everybody don't go play. We don't want a national team again. Wow. They call me and tell me that. I say, okay, no problem. Now they're fine. So now I remember now how for the travel from China for Salon for can play and go back. Yeah, over 48 hours flight.
Yeah,
you go travel there, go and I say, oh, okay. Yeah. So people may know the sacrifice to them.
Sacrifice. That's a big word. Sacrifice.
Now you the ask player why you not qualify. I swear to God, in some games that we play, you actually know say you don't lost the game. You just see me. Remember me now. Me, I'm very honest with myself. So I'm getting it, and the pass of a second look this. Because standing back in a first man, pass of a came there, they move there. So man, back came go eat Pat Ganat for 10 hours in Pat Ganat. Would they so? Would they so? Pass yourself with the local stepping, who say no, this, who know take this one, go for hotel. Who go for hotel, go pay for yourself, go sleep. Yes, phenomenal for survive. So some games there you don't lose at the game, not even play it. Some games they play 20 minutes you don't tire. Yes, because I don't travel.
Danny, Danny 100%. Danny 100%. I agree with you. And Africa hot. You get for really prepare yourself really well. You get for eat well, get for rest well, get for train well. You know, but the stress, even the stress, let's say stress for Jazzy. Jazzy don't come. Oh no, they come. If for reach, you know, they play with the count, they count out. I say, well, how they left for can't play game with the count.
Player not even need for know about Jazzy. You remember you know South Africa? Yeah. You know what's happening in South Africa? Oh, in South Africa, the best not get number.
The white t-shirts there. And when you get cut, what you say for Christian? Or if they cut tip for putting my Christian, what you say?
You know, say I maybe go, I maybe take taxi, I go fix the number there, I come back.
That's all.
Forget Christian.
Oh God.
So now make people like they say, hey, what you wanna do? We're not qualified, we're not poor, we're not this, not that. You just look them because me, I make I tell you saying, we be at the disadvantage side.
Yeah, no.
Then get time for go let them complain. Then quick for go na you for go talk. Good player get time for go sit down and go defend myself na you. I'm not gonna time there. But now go don't make you get time there. Then go let them play. Any game when they go play, we win all kind of America talk with happy.
Yeah, no, because you get for prepare. You get for prepare well. You know, it's prepare to success. So you fail to prepare, then that's not gonna happen from you. But the stories them beaucoup, but the story they're all not the same. Well, why would be the same? You know, no, when the enjoyment spots them.
No, but
the enjoyment parts are not for just be because I didn't hear you, possibly I don't idolize so much, then we laugh and joke now the enjoyment. No, that enjoyment part for be more joy we don't give to the fans of people inside salon, then just like this last game where people they say, oh, Liberia game this out for bit. Yeah, true, but if we really be prepped really well after Liberia game, no more commodity straight to cow camp.
Just to prepare there, just check the flights, and not even there, not the same thing. If you pay $20,000 for tickets for go, if you pay $5,000 more, you able for charge the flight go and come back easy. Just for that $5,000 there, when another person they take it to my pocket. No other person come to my pocket. Yeah, don't say $35,000. Adam, when I charge the flight go and come back. But when I go play,
all tournaments mostly we don't participate by in the past, 10 years or so. So I'll always just there maybe 1 point or 2 points from just for qualify. So you never can last. Yes, never can last in a group. But guess what? Again, when was the last time you really prepare and play friendly, so play with yourself? So you need to really give the player them lots of credit because nobody can last in a group. We're always this close, 1 point, 1 draw, 1 win for no more left for make it qualify.
So now we get here for can express yourself now. Now anything will happen, we can explain from Musa start to Musa end. The law begins to see now that they get the fault now. Okay, we don't get the fault. Okay, let's say now, from 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, we don't take the blame. We don't take responsibility, yes. We know who calls salon game, now we know make no qualify. We take them all to take. But we know say from the next game where they come, anybody will involved in salon football, where they are the end of affairs. We make sure say we play them travel, they risk their life. Then travel bad, then go lost game. We go make the player they can't talk on there. Yes, then they explain all man no expose who said. You can't not expose we. Me, hey, I tell you what happened. Can you know what happened? So Ibrahim the way they say so. So Ibrahim, Pali, and other few journalists them with Naim Kadi because of the football politics. Then build one on radio station for criticizing me every day. Every day they will talk about me 1 hour for Kallon for almost 1 year. Every day when they call me, I can say left there, I do like that.
That make people
they talk criticize me every day. Are you able for criticize people like me? You never criticize me. You know what to make? Yeah. Huh? Salon not take me nowhere. The only time for win African best player. Now Salon post the Salon coach then vote against me and win. Can you imagine? 2001. Now me Kufo, no, not sure they say so. I make a say now me Kufo, me or Sami Kufo, Kanu, now we don't in the race. We don't even know say Alaji Juf come out. Then after Alaji Juf can join me. So now we 4. So we get BBC award. The BBC award come out. Now, Kufo na can first. Now me can second. African best. Second, American second. Then I think that the one can know or 8 or 1 and 2 and I can third. When the African competition come, where the draw come out, order for win Africa, but I think go all that's not the all the Senegal. We don't coach where the coach the national team. Now he vote against me. Who I lost. So 2001, then nothing happened after the award. 1 week after the award, Alaji Juf called me. He say, bro, now you deserve the award. It's on the news, you're a friend. He say, Mohamed Kallon, now you deserve the award, but all the same, mean it's fine. So you don't see the things that we don't go through. Wow. So for me, in America, inside me,
you ever know that day.
No, but I'm not going to tell possible, but me, I win African best. I win African best. So 3 years, I then within the top 3, top 4, top 5 African best players. Yeah. Now, Salon, I get up from, I qualify with Salon. No.
Yeah, we're proud.
The first year, I don't qualify with Salon.
Yeah, we're proud for see we young person gets that kind of achievements then there, you know?
Okay, wait a minute. Let's see if we go get it. Somebody want to add again. I think Logo don't see the discussion, don't hear the discussion, want to be part of our, but they call you for Salon, where you go for fashion. Let's see if you're able to join. But this is very, very serious now. We don't we not create this platform for can blame people, for can point fingers, for can say
no.
But sometimes now all they bring foreigners there now. Now I get past 20 people over for brain camp from now to the next 1 month. When other country players there, we play for other country there. You go find out say they will come and speak the same way. They'll come and say the same thing the way we always say every day. Nothing will change it. But because of we come us alone, we not Sierra Leone there, they see me as small, then they expect you, then they believe we. You understand? They mostly say they say the right thing, but they say we don't have Mohamed Kallon, and they can't say what you for do. So they will talk say, hey, Mohamed Kallon can't say 9 for 1 football and stuff. 9 for 7 what you get for gain? What you the gain personal football? Yeah. And they lose more than what they gain. But they feel satisfied because I'm able to help other people and for grow.
Right. Which, like I say, it's really always best where you come into position for like you look for the people that maybe don't did it, for like you get experience from them. You know, Nami get for give experience to Musa Tumbo. You know, people then where they played waiting self Zenge get for the give experience to Jojo, to him brother, you know, we get for the take over. You know, just they're like everything. So whoever wants success in a position, in an office, in a waiting self, reach out to the successors and say, hey, what will we do on? You know, okay, maybe let me try for do this, maybe this go able. Then that way you life the long. You know, you're able to live longer in that position. Usa you there. You know, just like Ali Man talk yesterday, it's like, yeah, it's a no, if you get $5, no eat all. You know? It's a night. If we talk about Ghana, I say the needs are small, and it's not out. I say, man, I wish I would go for the show today, you know. But no, it's like that because if you develop something more and think about how long it lasts, that everlasting one, then go for better pass, waiting just go no more for one tournament and forget about them, you know.
Yeah, but we get all the opportunity for do well. Okay,
yeah.
It's not very small. Okay, we're very, very, very small for be lucky, for get talented players the way they come us alone. I tell you about the 94-96 team, or the Golden Nations Cup. Okay, the only reason you make not perform the Nations Cup, I don't want to begin give excuses. Okay, me not the small one, but me I'm very observant. I make people that say are quiet. Okay, I don't observe too much. Any time where they go, I take note of everything where they happen.
Yeah,
national team. Some of the teams. I will try to talk to John Sama and Mohamed Kallon the other day.
Yes.
Then we know if the game they go play in Africa against other Africa team. If they play the really good pass super far away, we never compete to them and make the loss. Or not because of we own self make the loss. Hey, tactical discipline make we lost game them. Yeah. I mean technical awareness can make we lost some game there. But the most part of it, now they all the travel, preparation. You understand? Then it takes 70% of the game of the loss. Okay, you get Musa Kallon non come. Hey, if you know say for fasting, now for left full continue program.
But the one person this was say, I feel a bad one to be play, you know, during the time where he really deal with national team as much. Because when you see them the first term, where I go train with FC Kallon, why you talk about football? I say, who say you don't do this whole term? And I say, can you say, I don't hear about you. I say, look,
I tell you one thing, a gift. And not say one grain.
Yeah.
Now gift, Musa Kallon, a kind talent, in kind smartness we get from football. I foresee even overseas. I don't go through some coaches them we not even reach to that level. Okay, it's very very smart. It know what's in our football. It's a big coach. It's a big chief.
It's so passionate. It's so passionate.
For me, don't tell and say that's alone. It not go for coach no that team that's no go coach that's alone. Because
they're not gonna understand them.
The man professionalist talk. It don't they up here in terms of preparation, in terms of structure. If you can't alone, you go national team. National team not gonna ever prepare for you. You don't go for national team. What I no day. The ball
I personally think CSF is more of a technical director than a coach. Because you don't get time for team up understand again. Then where you go oversee, say if we get a program under 17, under 18, this, that, they oversee all the program and try to show how the program they work. That would be better.
No, but if you see FC Kallon strong as a team, now one particular them. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now nothing say they get weight. I see the Tonton.
They connect.
Mose.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so now as I be you now, anytime you see something they bet you, they come for can talk. What you want can talk?
No, I mean I want to watch you when I know myself. I don't want to talk no more. I don't want to watch you.
Okay, wait today talk. I'm not saying something for talk back, talk more.
I'm not asking for talk. I don't watch you no more.
You go talk. I'm not saying something for talk. You
no, I have to bring the program on. This is a very important program. Now the first studies now the history of Salon football. Follow you with me, they get any kind of platform here for able for discuss football to we serve. So now fantastic.
No, they go, Kai. No, they go. I tell you, the
thing way they do. So.
Voila. No, I'm serious. If in a positive way, when I saw if the football built around the people that we get the knowledge, because people that we play, now the way is not the way for don't know. People that we don't play for long term, you've already done the know by them. Say, what that way will lead this? What that way will do this? And we approach them people there.
Just because of this program, I don't really talk to ex-players. I don't ever talk to them in life. I don't even say where they play. You go to John Johnson. I talked to him 30 minutes. Wow, he's brilliant. Wow. I talked to Forrest, say the captain before. Wow, the ideas them you want for bringing them come on the show. Tike Mahmoud, intellectual. Now, nurse right now, I think they busy right now. For when you talk to them, people they say the team both school. The people they come on and month. You never believe say now player they don't play 50, 40 years ago. Yeah. Then get a lot of people pass on to we. Even we don't play at that high level. We still need them.
Yes.
They get vast knowledge. They're very, very educated. They're able for every
Well, that help they now need. That help now need, you know. I mean, so a person like myself, yeah, they play now, this, that, because I don't just want to use this football. They play just for like reach Salon. Kai Kamara. No, but what's here they pass on to the next generation. You know, let not done football sit down and say, hey, if I be no. Okay,
so what to make you always think, I don't want to be a selfish leader. Why they lead, I they make sure say all the one they near me, I will make them become better.
Yeah.
I want why they left, now left, they talk say, oh, so I'm not get better leader anymore. You understand there? I want to trust the leader and they empower them, show them exactly what they for do. So I left, people don't go miss me, the country don't go miss me safe half. So now they can't wait, they want for lead. Who are the play for national team? So they make sure say we remember when they talk to all. I mean, bring one account together. It's kind of make one take responsibility. Because at the end of the day, it's all about legacy. Okay? When you go, other people they get for take charge. But you know how for go, other people they come, not ability for do, they get lost. They take you long years before you come back to them.
No player na Salon, no look at Leon Star say, now you get them, not till you get them. You're gonna go.
Yeah.
You know, not till you get them, you time the dawn. You not leave for that tick. For them, you know, Lord just try for help to make sure say the new leaf there where they grow up at that tick they're ready.
No, but it's just like the way they play now. We get a very solid squad, okay? Then we to move the day, to move bitches to say all these other great players then we advance them. So the team that will begin for points along football, 12-1 in terms of players then, I mean uniting. Now we play them begin get okay, then they get a fan club, then they get this fan club, then they get this fan club. I mean again me, I don't ever pay. They don't pay fan club everywhere. I never pay attention to fan club because I say okay, what do we need fan club for waiting? So when this person get fan club, then they get fan club, then they get fan club. Where game can Then they say you will play a better passes. Then they say play a better passes. And then the argument all start now. Oh, do you know to move good pass for Kallon? Kallon good pass Parade. Then a good pass Jazino. I can ask them. I say wait to if you do not to move good pass, what are the problem? Not me they play for one team. Not me they play for the country. What are they get for change? I say no problem. What are the problem? So who's different again for me? Who's different again for me? For you for me say yes, you know to move good pass me or me good pass to you. But then you go tell people and say, Mohamed cannot say good pass to you. So maybe you to move effect.
Well,
journalists will ask you a question. Hey, you engineer to do that better. Now your position and now you work down there. Who now the fans? Now an argument down there for Sidome and argue who that good or not good. Manchester United good. Arsenal. Now own area down there. Journalists and their own area down there.
They need to ask me that kind of question. They can't ask me. I say yes, na me. I will give something for rights. You know.
I mean, the last time they called you in the programming. You know before.
Other one can talk now.
No, we don't go Zoom. Go Zoom.
Now then, Akemo.
Yeah, Nakemo.
No, Kemo na ngema kwa passa fare. Na yeye passa fare kwa kam. Yeye passa fa zapa bana loko na ngema kwa. Ndio sasa ngema kusto ngema. Where?
Zapa. Well, can use me on phone, yeah. You say no, they want away.
Okay, well you can't talk then. Can't talk what you want.
No,
round up.
I see me now look around, look now.
People on a continue for the debates, positive debates. One of the debate inside the chat room. Obviously, if we see questions and we're worth for answer, we answer. When they answer silly questions like, you know, you and Mohamed Kallon with that good passing company. They answer when they answer their question and they.
Yes, like somebody they call someone there. He say Mohamed Kallon are the most indisciplined player ever. So what did that mean? What did I ever do?
On discipline.
Yes, see me in discipline. That's what is discipline. For tell una say una give them money, una pay them money, now in discipline because you speak for world. No? So because you protest for your money, we all
let make them fun for you. One per me on brother, they were always keen. You don't want to meet for ask this question. I said, listen, me said me more ask this question to Big Bro for so long, but never ever ask him. Doing warm up in a home game. Why not inside dressing room make be the warm up?
Hey, why come on at you? What is that salon force? The kind heat, you need able for handle on. He hot so hot, Baba. Before you say 5 minutes, I don't warm up done. I need only 5 minutes for warm up. So why I need to go out for warm up? Why? No, who get them police them? Who get police them? Ronaldo, they play for you. Nobody cares. Hey, I probably play 100%. You play 100%, everybody want to see. Not if you warm up or you don't warm up. Yeah. Not
to the crowd, not to the pressure, not to all that in there.
But you know, say me. Salon for
wait to yes, no, you don't talk say Salon don't get pressure because I don't say San Siro and Usai with day is different.
When they write newspaper in Italy, okay, now we say 20 million gazzetta that was called come every day. They write about you when you play bad, they cost you say all kind of bad things about you. 20 million people in that. Almost million people in that salon. Almost million people in that salon. What the play salon? The highest one they can have stadium now 40,000. The highest people in the can stadium now 40,000 people. What the play at San Siro is about 90,000 people.
It's still different.
Now I'm going to tell you now, it's not different.
Because this Creole pressure is different past Italian pressure.
No. I swear to God. No,
this not you home. Hey. This not you home. This not how you day.
Let nobody know like
you family day.
No, nobody don't lie for you. Okay. One because me, I get confidence in myself. I believe in myself. First,
yeah.
Okay? Why they play for Salon? If I'm not informed, if I'm not good, I'm able for play. I need to play. I need to say I go play. Anything where I agree for play, no say I did 100%. Then I go make a play. I make I tell you say, oh, they play. If they play Champions League, we get 100,000 people in a camp now. Now Bernabeu, you not afraid. Now Salon they go make a go afraid. I did what I want. I did play exactly what I want.
This is a good question actually. Uda don't get the most. Uda don't play for national team more games past everybody. The most cap.
But now we can bring them Fajabari them with a check and put them.
Fajari for do that in the phone, yeah. Fajari for do that.
It's difficult. It's difficult for them to get plenty of games for Salon. Salon some year they play 4 games a year.
Yeah. No, we need to check. We need to check that day. Maybe now we go design that cap for that person and give that person cap. You know, something where they hang at the house. Because just now that what they do now, other countries that way, you know, they don't get the most, you know, honor them with something where they go put in the host and say, you know, it's in. Thank you for representing this country for this many times.
No, but the don't necessary. The don't necessary. When they get club, they don't play for Salon. Then it's just like they call the name.
Yeah.
The same journalists there, the same old people in the FA. Now they call the player, they don't play for Salon. The Maxola there, the Daifan there, the Kamadumboya there. They don't ever give them plaque. They don't build statue for anybody. Okay, they say Mohamed Kallon are the greatest player of Salon. Yes.
Outside the academy.
They don't wait. They don't build the statue. Then they wait till I die. Why die? They can't build the statue now.
Statue in the academy. What in the academy so?
Also me no big so they are big.
That's what the same here style we get right now.
Not to me, that statue don't they are big.
That's where don't fit. They paint.
Now you face down, now you.
Not to me.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So that make I talk say. If they never build Mazola in trophy, or Juno to Min trophy, or Parade in trophy, or all the great players in trophy, and then they statue them.
Yeah.
Make them build the statue they wanted now all their life. So we can enjoy the statue. So at least I would go to my statue, I go take picture.
That's right, because even now in the MLS, for example, like the Golden Boots, they don't name it after Landon Donovan.
Yeah.
You know, the Landon Donovan Golden Boots, you know. So like, yeah, during the Premier League, which, you know, the trophies that can be named after, you know, what is because not so, yeah, even American football, you know, the trophy named after, you know, somebody will play. Then they. So that was the night they keep the name of the legends, then they continue around. So yeah, that's definitely
but if you keep their legacy, then they with the small one they come. Now they scared they go, oh, myself, I want get a statue tomorrow when we say play football.
Yes.
So they go 100%. It'll be motivated for play. You cannot say for getting reward at the end of the day. But
so much.
What do they play for Salon for?
So much. Yeah, well, not for the fans they play. Salon, that's I'll be honest. Salon not for the fans they play.
No, but it's 2 ways. Okay?
Even though the fans there, which gives an example of what happened to Zengele, even though the fans them very harsh to you. You know, they're very harsh. They could be good, you know, but the two Sierra Leoneans can come up and quickly get one bad game. Oh man, you go area. That's sorry Christian VIERI in best party what I mentioned. Now Nipa called me back say want to see how the talk go with VIERI.
Right.
Yeah. No, so definitely it's like you play for the fans then. If you get bad, then go cost you, then go wait and say you. But always, you know, it's just like me, one step away from national team once, and then when people say, oh, come back. People and they give you so much, so you want come back. But how you they continue for comeback, and then, you know, they get no success. You know, I play for success. You want to see a growth. You want to see what you the left behind. Let something happen from that day. And when it happen, and you just continue to go. So it's, to me, it's just so difficult for like you continue for the do that and not they see no improvements. So yes, Salon, not for the fans they play for.
They say the same person say me indisciplined and hypocrite because of I hate other players.
You don't listen to that people.
No, I just want to answer. They know I want people to know say we're so strong that the question when they say they ask in a get you nowhere. If I be hate or jealous anyone, I forget FC Kallon. I for promote players them. No. Because I for say, okay, I don't want nobody pass me. Nobody playing at the highest level.
Bro.
But we get a club, we develop players there, we give them the opportunity for them to go Europe. So that means I'm not jealous then.
Yeah, big bro. I think most people want to be noticed because, you know, there's over 300 comments.
We'll give them the notice when they want to forget, right?
Who that sing that music, sir? Who that sing that notice music? I think that innocence.
Yeah, you know, yes,
they give them notice.
But sometimes, like you want to distract you, but then get the kind of people they distract. Me, nobody never for distract me. You, nobody never for distract you. Nobody never for distract this Steve there. No. This Steve there and the American, they never distract them because I don't know, they're very firm with the decision they make. Whatever you go say, what is Salon person going to tell me about Salon? Nobody, that's not going to tell me.
And that's the
nobody never tell me about Leosta. I served the country for over 15, 18 years. What did I get to at the end of the day?
We try.
So you don't see. So what do you get for telling me? If you don't get right to say, Mohamed Kallon, I love you, thank you for your service. Just keep quiet.
If you buy that woman, if you buy when they say possible, it be this woman, this woman no one time, this woman, or this man, this woman they be this man, they beat and say no one time, but he still live there. I know come up here now. Now you that.
No, but I mean, you see, some things that they will oblige for do. Okay?
Yeah.
Like I've always mentioned, nobody not force me for go salon back, for go try for help, for build team, for do all thing.
Yeah.
Just imagine, I left America now. Outside they pay me $10,000-$15,000 a month. I go to salon to every salon, nobody pay me nothing. I go to salon 6 months, 1 year, they pay me nothing. Can you imagine? What are they doing?
I can't say that long.
For develop football. I did that in the money, they pay me that money that they left from. I go to the salon 6 months, 1 year for waiting. Because I believe say we're able to change them. We believe say we're able to give young players the opportunity for them to even can play past we. We want to see players they make them to the World Cup, to the Nations Cup, and then they get bigger contract and can play past we. And we want to give them one day. Now make somebody mention say what's our mission? We mission now for the next 10 years, now we see 10 or 15 players they play for Real Madrid, Manchester United, Barcelona.
Yes.
I know we want the game. If we
and when they
why make we go to stadium? No, but why make we go to stadium go support Leosta? Right? Leosta they play for the stadium. I'm a business. I'm not a business thing. But I go there, go support, try for go give me own 2 cents. Because at the end of the day, I'm a country. Okay, they always say, you know what for actually country do for you. Now what you do for your country.
You do for your
so
country.
I always want for left that footprint stay. You the first for left as many footprints as you can left at the dunya before ever you go away. Because when you die, you're done.
No, it's definitely good because for you picking them too, you know, you picking them, go member, say, you know, we're all there for left here.
You know, me picking them when I can play for themselves. I don't play for me. I don't play me.
Not for play. No, not for play because we then done. We picking the work in the streets. We person go see him. Let's say yes, you papa. Now this you do for this country. You know, let not shame. You know, let person know the worker. Then goes, oh, you papa. Now this that you say, you know to me, papa. Oh, you know this that because you do this bad. No. Because when you do positive that you've done for Sierra Leone, no matter what, no matter if not even the time where you bring joy to people that way they go old school, go enjoy that old school. You know, how many relationship that you create from that place, with that married, with that bomb picky, with that way is just because now that place that they meet. Yeah. Those are the positive things that we can left to people then. Where one day people then go watch them. Oh yeah, na Kallon pick. Oh yeah, you papa. Na this way is and that's how we have to be. So now make most of the people that we get positions in this, it's not about just you. The legacy where you left is again for rub off you picking it and your family and waiting stuff the way people then go for you look at them and say, okay, yeah, oh yeah, you person be good, oh you person, all right, no be you do this, dancing and this. So we get for the member down the two, you know.
Yeah.
I see. Say yeah, big.
Okay. Yes.
Oh. Wow. Wow. You did.
Moose Toure. Okay, so now you don't listen to Bobo, okay? This is Moose Toure, na agent, na coach, na everything. They don't support Sierra Leone football. They don't help a lot of players. Them, I mean, they don't try. They don't do your own best. They do football development. Best, I mean, let us stop for Musa VIERI. Stop. Whose part you want to take him? What do you think? Hello, Musa. I get you.
That question for me?
Yeah.
Yes. Like talk Creole.
Question for me?
Yeah, Creole. Yeah, Creole program is go.
Yeah, no. What I mean say, if the question I mean, I guess I'm too honest to Kai.
Not to you, Moose Toure, na you.
Okay, yeah. Like Mo, like I said to you, I've been on another Zoom, so I just finished. However, so I missed this VIERI program. So I therefore after this program, I therefore come back. So maybe you get for into me a little bit on what you talk about. And then, but definitely ready for, yeah.
So yeah, we just talk about, you know, obviously, as you know before, the development of football in Sierra Leone and the mentality of players and how to get yourself ready. And obviously, we already talked about the facilities then where Africa not get. Now make, you know, not able to produce as many, you know, players and because we not get facilities them around, you know, Africa. But definitely they encourage agents them and scouts them for go venture around Africa and make sure they bring out some of the, you know, good talents them within Africa because Africa gets them all.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, so yeah, 28. Yeah, I arrived Sierra Leone. And then so obviously, you know the situation with the twin, Alassane Wego, Spain.
Spain.
So basically, obviously, due to success, the vice president will be for try for convince her now for go tongue as well, for go look at more talents in. Because the problem is, a lot of the time, because of mere experience, when you take a scout to Sierra Leone or Africa, it's difficult because then the scout get for kind of report to somebody. So sometimes when you take somebody of a senior position, you understand, of a decision-making position, go, say, look, there are talents there. And then when they go, obviously, you know, say they see somebody, the decision-making process can be on the spot. Say, okay, yeah, we like number 5. That's it. We're going for him. You understand? So recently we do that. We organize a behind closed door friendly match against Eastern Lions and Marampastas, because obviously Marampastas is the team where Alassane come from, and then Eastern Lions are the team where go on loan. So it only makes sense for engage the 2 teams them, let them play a friendly match, and then we can take them from there. But also that game was not for him for come and really. If there's players you see, yes, fine, but more for make me see, because it's a long-term project who they try to work on, where going forward, for they bring, like I said, people of a decision-making position in clubs in Europe for come and look at players then from Sierra Leone across different levels, you understand? And then they can make a decision. But obviously going after that, we still go and watch a couple of matches them around. So like the following day, we watch Kenema, your team, Camboy Eagles versus Sports Authority in a stadium. Obviously, the facility which we get the National Stadium, obviously, is not the best. Even the game we saw playing at Lonsa, the pitch, again, like a lot needs to be done, you understand? Because that's not a pitch where you can take somebody for go watch players and make the players and bring out the best of them, of their ability, them, you understand? And following after that, because after after the game, so they do a coaching session with Central Parade, because obviously I checked at the time they were doing very, very bad in the league. So I was like, you know what? I reach out to them and say, look, I can do a coaching session with your players. So then obviously then play a couple of days after, then win their first game. Obviously, I would like to take credit for that, Kai. Yeah, so basically, but the game was played in Parade. Again, I take loads of pictures and more, you know, like, I don't feel, you know, confident for sharing pictures and with anybody else.
The dust flop not the phone, eh?
Well, if we be proud for share, now we'll get at the end of the day. So
No, because Mohamed, no. Which I mean, like, imagine, like, you know, like, for example, like, we've been young, like, school, college days, university days. I get friends them from other countries, and we can always tease each other. You understand? So I know, say, definitely, if I share that to, like, Nigerian, you know, I don't even talk about European, just other African countries, then I know for sure they go obviously tease me about it. You understand? But the facilities obviously is a major concern, because now, for example, like I look at Neonsef, for example, like taking somebody out from Europe, say, okay, we get players in here, come and try to pick whatever you like. You understand? And then the facility not good enough for like players able for show and talent.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To a certain level. You understand? Because I remember even the game now Lonsa, couple players them they skate, you understand? Because the pitch slippery. I mean, Mohamed, you don't go there.
who send me one for go where Alassane go Spain? You go Spain with him?
Yeah. Yes, for sure. So it was just ongoing situation where we don't go on for a while. But what we do is, again, I thank the Premier League board, the previous Premier League board, for they're able for league together, and also all the clubs and we can together and do that league day. Because if it wasn't for that league, Alassane only for don't go Spain. Because again, we get the club for Can to Sierra Leone during the league, you understand? and then watch Alassane, and then say, okay, yeah, we like what we saw. Boom, we're signing him. You understand? And then so obviously we get for go with I'm here for take I'll go to Spain, and you understand, especially during the early stage for making he's able for settle. You understand? One or two problems maybe they get, try to make sure say able for settle well. Because when you arrive, you know, because of Salon, we'll not get Spanish embassy in our Salon. So we get for go Guinea. And then because of that, where you arrive, pre-season already we don't start. So the league, we said pre-season we don't finish already, the league we don't start. You understand? So we need a bit more time for making acclimatize with the situation over there.
Okay, so if you don't do football development all this while, you just come out Salon. What do you think say we need for do in terms of development?
As in, what do we need for do as a nation? I mean, for me, for example, like I feel like the government, Ministry of Sports, need for do a lot more. You understand? The federation as well, need for do a bit more because now I remember a couple of years ago, because I remember when I first gave me license, you know, Mohamed, like I remember the support we give me. You understand? You know, I share this experience first, because we share this experience, and then they will talk about what thing we get for do.
Okay.
Because this is like something where I feel like I can write a book about. I remember like there was a guy in London called TOP. Yeah. Now, a friend of me papa, because TOP and Big Brother, Agina and me papa, them they play ball together. So TOP, he say, oh Mus, it was just funny. It was the same week we did London. He say, my friend Mohamed Kallon there. He say, I don't be ever know say you try for be an agent. I just gave me license. He say, you know what? I did take you go to Mohamed Kallon in hotel, make you meet him. Then we just get there. Then he's like, yeah, I think you just come out of the shower. I say, oh, Mohamed, this is most aspiring agent, la 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 la. Yeah, I need to make you up him. You understand? And you just jump on it, like say, yeah, say, look, okay, you can give me advices, then tell me what you feel say I need. And then you also do one thing from where I go always be grateful. You say, look, Mus, being an agent is all about the players that we get. If you get good players, then everybody go talk to you. He says, so look, I don't know you from nowhere, but now, me and Mohamed Kallon, I don't need no agents for help me. You understand? For Get Club, I get club. He say, but I decided a representation contract with you for boost your profile. Because anytime you go, you can open doors. Just say, you know, Mohamed Kallon in agents. You understand? Then look for you. And then I remember like that's how I take off with Zagallo from Norway to Turkey. You understand? Yeah. Because the person who I worked with before telling us, oh, me and Mohamed Kallon agents. And remember at the time we try to get you as well to Turkey when you say, oh, you rather go play Sierra Leone now and boost the league rather than come out again to Europe. You understand? So, but then obviously we take Zagallo go to Turkey. So for me, like, the reason why I bring this story is because it's a collaborative effort, you understand? Not to just one person. Because when I look at myself, like say, okay, TOP, Mohamed Kallon, me, then Zagallo. You see how the thing go around?
Yeah.
You understand? So in terms of what we try for doing our salon, now effort where everybody need for putting, because now if the government will pour money through the Ministry of Sports into football, you understand? Then the FA as well, through other form of grants that they get from obviously FIFA and other institutions, put that money they can pump into football. You understand? And then the clubs them as well able to get some form of investors them who can invest in sponsorship, because sponsorship they deal with, you understand? Like now Salon, the Premier League, we know they get TV revenue. You understand? Like like England example. And heavily, you understand? Whereas Sierra Leone, they get that. So you feel say the clubs are all get taken the leave on. When you say, okay, the big clubs in a salon, maybe they might be okay for them, not be sufficient, but okay, like your Lions, your Blackpool, FC Kallon, because these are household name clubs in a salon where they get their home games, and they full up. Then the other clubs, and let's say like anti-drugs, Central Parade, we don't get much fans. You understand? So clubs like that, You understand? They need sponsorship. But also, even because when I go there, I watch the second division as well. Now,
okay. That they could be long-term plan. Okay.
No, I just say no more. So
yeah, but one of the reasons make I bring you on this program, yes, I don't if you forget about Danny Sefa, I don't forget. I don't remember again.
No, but it's very, very important. It's very important. It's very, very important.
I don't remember again, sir. Not that I make I bring you on the program. I bring you in the program for the fact that I know say you get huge experience when it comes to players development, youth development, because one time I see really push you about them and all which you do. So, you know, say, yeah, we get a couple with Chano Musa, we have a couple with Ben Godin, we get a couple with Numuke, we get a couple with all the people like Patrick Mock, all of them now they do that agent area, for them can advise the small one they want to play football. Waiting for do for prepare themselves, for let you go able market them. Because when you go for market to play then get things already tell you, then get feedback when they give you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So now what do you talk about? So they will prepare themselves very well.
I mean, well, not only say the talent, because the talent is just one aspect of it. You understand? But for me, the attitude as well of the player. Because nowadays, when I get phone call from people in Sierra Leone say, oh, I want to present you this player. The first thing what they ask for is waiting in behavior like. You understand? Because that need to go a long way. Because if this not possible get attitude or behavioral problem, you understand? This is somewhere where it could be very, very difficult for me as an agent, for manager as well as a player, as a player. You understand? And then for me, like I said, that's for me the most important thing, the attitude of the player, and attitude towards training, and attitude towards listening to the people around them. You understand? Because then they can go. Let's say, for example, now me as an agent, maybe I talk to, I don't know, maybe a club in Spain. You understand, about the player. Because this is something as well where it's very, very common with Sierra Leone players as well, where it will put off a lot of agents. And let's say they talk to this to a club, and meanwhile that player they talk to 20 or 5 different agents. Then you understand. And this industry is a very, very small industry. People have to say, yeah, we don't know, but we all know each other. As much as we don't like each other as agents, but we still talk to each other. You understand? So, and most of the time, the word they come out as well.
Okay, because like, at the end of the day, when I get
honesty,
because the problem we're getting as right now, as player in the game play, in all 17, 18, 15, 16, as I play 2 games in a stadium, in thinking, now go overseas. Okay?
Yeah.
And obviously now I get for engage that area there. Okay, most of the time, if you want to take like, for example, me and Chano Musa have worked for the past 10, 15 years. Okay, so most of the players that the Poboski, the Tete, and the Marcel, them, or everything with Patrick Mock, and then take them go Sweden. Okay, so what do? We prepare the players them properly, bring them in a house, put them in a gym, prepare them physically and mentally. The case for them, even a large gym, and the other them. Now we train them, we develop them. Okay, put them into that height the way you know say they go able to go compete in Sweden. So what I do, I'll be going to Sweden. The team they want to get for go play, I will go look their style of play and see exactly what they need in terms of main physicality, technique.
Yeah, well,
so
I mean, for example, with Spain, for example, the Club Alasango signed. So what I do with them is, the 2 clubs signed a partnership agreement. Okay. Whereas now, one of the condition that we put in the agreement is coaches them from Park can come Spain. Okay. You understand? Yeah. And spend some time there. Likewise, club coaches them from Spain can come to Sierra Leone and work with the coaches in the Marampa. So that way, you're able to replicate the same information we try to do from the academy in Spain to Sierra Leone.
That's really.
You understand? So the coaches them as well, able to see from the club point of view, the European club then point of view, how they want them players then. You understand? Because I don't watch no FC Kallon games then, but the people who they talk to say, oh, and they play good football. Yeah. You understand? Now, FC Kallon might not win a league, you understand? But they get players and we're ready for come out now to Europe. You understand? Whereas some players, the club might coach them and say, okay, we want to win the game. So it not necessarily mean to say this player is being coached for go to the next level. He's just been coached for go play this game and win, and that's it. You understand? So it's very important for, say, if the clubs them obviously ready for, say, okay, they want to push the players them on, they need to understand as well, from the other point of view, say, how the buyers they want them, because there's no point for you for sell me a car when they're in the market for a car. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, but then you think, say, I mean, obviously it's difficult. You can scout so much in Sierra Leone, but where the player ready for really go, the technique, them where they get, is it lacking because of, again, the facilities and the training and all them things that are ready to get in Salon?
Big time, because I mean, one of the things that we have seen at Salon for going around and watch games them, it's like watching players then for do like maybe 20, 40 yard ping. You understand? A lot of the players in West see
Now pass,
Yeah,
that's
pass.
yeah.
Come on, right now, the squad, all man, they listen to you. You need to tell them what they need to do. How they for prepare themselves before you.
So, for example, like where Kai just mentioned technical abilities. Then you understand? Like academy. You understand? Small picking they do them easily. You understand? Whereas now, if a player in a salon, if they never coach and teach and say, okay, deal by ya, cross the ball to 40 yards to the other player on the other side. You understand? How you expect the person for understanding it? You understand? So for me, these are some of the things that we will need for address as well.
Okay.
The small team. Now a lot of people in the salon is happy play ball. You need to take that away from them. You understand? But when you come to the next stage, the small detail, now they take you, now they make you set apart from the other people. Yeah. Because as well. You can testify.
Would you lost you?
We lost you.
You get me now?
Would you lost you? Na salon you there?
No, I did England.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In a okay, you get me now?
Yeah, go ahead, go.
Okay, yeah. So in an academy, for example, you might get 20 players there. You understand? Out of the 20, maybe not only one go break into the first team.
Yeah.
You understand? So and even now one day, it just be some, it just get something it's just small, tiny, and then it might be say the other stuff that out of the field, and they make you get that favor, they for make you go to the next level.
Yeah.
You understand? So now you look at Sierra Leone. We're also the only countries where they try to produce players in for the next stage for European markets. Other countries in the dome as well. Yeah. So now you look at even Sierra Leone, even in a small country, you as the player want to be the best. Because if then they can't take, now one player they get for take. You want to be that one player there. Like the other day, they watch where Mohamed Kallon, they talk about with Rodney Strasser. When you say, obviously, Strasser at the time was the only one way make him. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that decision-making process, you want to be the one player we capable for making. And that's where the small details then come in. Say, okay, I'll cross like on this kind of distance from here to there. Yeah. Because when you come to the game, you get for one. Yeah. And different coaches and require different tactical details then. So would this player go for execute that kind instruction there? You get the ability for one, and that's where it come down to.
Okay, so you still the coach right now?
Yeah, I still the coach. I mean, but the thing is, I don't get much time for Duan because of obviously nowadays. Obviously, you travel a lot more, even in the academy. I know they do coaching anymore because of that. But once in a while, while they're in London, I can try for obviously do coaching when possible.
Because I see Pamolai, Mom Cisco.
Yeah.
They do very well in London with Camberwell. Camberwell is the coach still?
No.
Lambert.
Lambert Tigers.
So how do they do? How is it?
Yeah, okay. Lambert Tigers, obviously, now club done there around for a very, very long time. Then they operate on a different area from Usai we operate. They around central London. But obviously, when you're doing this business, you need to know competitors, them, other people, them. We don't do in the business as well for longer and see how they do things and be aware of people. But like Pamola and I don't know, obviously I know of him for a long time. And then some of the even players the way I don't work with, you understand, where they play for Lambert Tigers as well. So I know a bit of them because obviously you always get for the check. And yeah, you do very well with players them. And I think as well, like with somebody like Kind, we need people like Kind for go salon, for go coach young people. And because not only say, for me, what I like about him is that not only say he's a good coach, because I don't observe on where he coach as well. Before he joined Lambert Tigers, there was another club with another Sierra Leonean guy, Patrick, where he was a coach before. Then from there, he go to Lambert Tigers. So I watched him coach and I was like, yeah. I remember what they're doing level 2, which is the C license. No, D license. No, yeah, C license. Where they do one. So like if they get assessed from there. So then I was like, okay, this guy, I think he can be a very good coach, you know. And then, but because he don't play the game as well. So for me, on time where he play, you know, waiting the game they miss. The night don't can get a bit of experience. So I feel like he able to make that transition where would he try to get to.
Okay, Kai.
Anyway,
so,
yes.
And so what can we get for left now?
I know, yeah. Me get for left for now, Mr. Toure.
Give you advice. Start from Musa VIERI, stop to the beginning.
Wonderful show today. Seriously, to me as a player myself, you know, admirer of football, for being in the same room, you know, as my own big brother, and also we bring a young best friend inside when VIERI, one of the best strikers in the history, you know, football. Now, just, you know, amazing time for like able for share that part there and share, you know, the stories them where they motivate we all, and in a way, now the same stories that one pass around to Una, you know, the small one, they're not just Salon, but you know, small one, they're all around where then they, you know, like in America, Belgium, you know, Norway, Holland, all them places there. It's to continue for work hard, continue for do what you do, and believe in what you get inside your hearts, make you right sacrifices them for making no for say. If not this football you want to play, you need to make the right sacrifices them for, and stay positive, you know. And hopefully the one day when in this salon, you know, continue for the belief too, because every day we continue for talk to and bring on, you know, the best stories them. And right now in a lockdown, right now in a quarantine, everybody be safe. Again, middle left, but then Monday I get forgiven now more about the development of football. Okay, we big one there later.
Okay, yes, Moose.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for me, like I said, in terms of get to the next transition to the next level, you understand, a collaborative effort where everybody need for coming, and also even the people in our salon, the expectation level need for drop down as well, because like you say, one player play 2 games no more in our stadium, the expectancy this player already for go to the next level. You know what? While in this salon, I'll be engaged in a conversation with a player from one of the Premier League clubs. I know we said the name of the clubs. Yeah. And then this player began to tell me about players, the way they play Europe. Say, we're better than them. This, that. Some man they play 3rd league now, Europe, not to the same level as we. Now, so listen, some 3rd league in Europe is stronger than with Premier League.
True.
You understand? So yes, you say, then they play with small crowd. Yes, they might play with small crowd, but the expectation level from them clubs in there is different. You understand? And also where you play away from home as well. This is where it's a mental thing as well, where some of the players, I'm sure you don't come across it. Some of the players where you grow up with, where if you say this one have been brilliant player, but he come out unable for making, because again, like I said, the small detail them. Now, he mentally strong enough for can play. Like one of this game we organized in a salon, a 16-year-old boy we playing the game. The question he asked me, say, who's guarantee I go for sure and say, when he come out to Europe, go through racism? That was not a question I ever expect somebody to ask me in a salon.
From salon, wow.
Yeah, the boy asked me, a 16-year-old.
But you know why? They get all right. You know why? Because they get access to information now. Social media. It is.
Yeah, I was shocked.
The likes, yeah.
You understand? I was shocked, and I tell and say, I wish I can promise you, say, racism not in Europe anymore, or not ever happen. But they happen. You understand? So now, if a player, let's say, he get racially abused, you understand? might not even be in a game, maybe just from a fan. You understand? Then he might think, say, this is not for me. You understand? So this is where the small thing. Even I will share you an experience with Alassane. When he first came, the coach not being a player because obviously he missed preseason, which not to his fault because they wait for him work permits. Yeah. Then the coach tell him to his face, say, look, you're not a part of my plan. So he can meet me, say, Moose. The coach say, obviously, I'm not a part of his plan. So maybe for me, we coach this loan short because now loan. I make her go back salon, maybe another opportunity for Cam. Then I laugh. And I say, okay. I go meet her at house. That's where now we're going to gym. From today, you begin training 2 times a day. What did you train in the morning? You go train back. I say, do what you now. We don't say you know the part of him plan. Now you need for this what you ever do before. You never train 2 times for day in your life. Now you begin training 2 times for day. And it's funny how one of the days the coach, after he done the he say they cannot train, they cannot na stadium, they doing your own training on your own. The coach can want him and make like they stand the wrestling call, they watch and see what he do. You understand? And then coincidentally, that week the coach play him. You understand? But now let's say if when the coach me saying so the part of my plan, then they take him off and just he go down, then that's it. You don't done at the club.
No, but when it's very clear. Not okay, like now, for example, now at a salon, no coach no can tell you say not the plan. You know, tell you nothing, just keep quiet and let you train. You hope they can meet you straight away. Hey, yeah. Or you step up, or you need a plan the team. They tell you before you face.
No, but he not even tell them say step up. He just tell them say, you're not there part of me plan again. Yeah. So now I tell them say, well, now you need for step up. What you know plan do before that training. That training where you do the teammates, you know enough for convincing you for play. So now do extra work now on your own. You understand? The A has everything to say you need for work on. We speak with the club and then we arrange with the fitness coach. So the fitness coach will do extra training because I realize obviously it missed preseason, so you need a bit more for sure. You understand? But now maybe not so like with the situation like me. I remember one of the advice like I make us say I need for explain me relationship with you first because I remember the first way you teach me said. You get to be hands-on with your players, them. You understand? Not just be an agent where they come in when it's time to do deals, and after that, you need to see them again. You understand? One of the things where you teach me, say, look, you get for daily for them from even the bad times. You understand? And then so that's why when that situation they come up, I begin from obviously go back to the drawing board and say, okay, this one maybe don't tell me. They say, look, now, then thing can happen. When things happen, not to come. Because you share some of your experience there with me. So I look and say, okay, now I don't need to call Mohamed for no. And because you don't tell me this already. So now I can now say, okay, this is what we need to do now. You understand? And you work. So like what you do so, for example, even good because now with a share experience with them. So hopefully if another Sierra Leonean player go out and you go face the same kind of situation, you're not going to go down from them. You go look and say, okay, this now. Now, normal. This now motivational for me. Yeah. I need for step up. Yeah. You understand? And then from when he starts in first game, after that, he begins start now games. Then you understand? But imagine if he can go play. If that's maybe they affect him, they're able for strong enough. You understand for take rejection. They just say, well, they don't want me now. Why this thing now? Which had to go train for? It not make sense for me. I don't even go train. And then.
If na salon coach, when I want you in a game plan, na malice, you need to talk to you again.
You understand? You the player, you get for look and say. The thing is, and I remember you tell me they say football na a job. The same way if you get for go work na an office na a bank, that's how you get for na the same attitude you get for get towards football. Now the coach ain't get job, so he tell you say you know part of his plan, but ain't get job. You want to maintain this job here. So then tell you say you know the part of the plan. You just get for just like say when you go to office and say, well, we not feel say you bring enough to the table for this company. Then you get for look at yourself say, well, I need for step up, do what I know plan do before for appease the people at the top, make our get promotion, you know what I mean. So it's the same thing. When the coach tell you say, look, you're not a part of my plan anymore. Now you should say, look, no, you were wrong for we make that statement today. And the thing about football, somebody can say this today. You don't mean to say Minam. I just speak for today. You can change anything.
Yeah. Okay, like some of the advice that they give, okay, I talked a few days ago. Owner and the agent, then we get plenty of talented players, then very, very good players there. But they can just rush, maybe they get connection at France, they get connection at Italy, then just call somebody send for the invitation, then go. Then all this trouble start. They go wait for that 2-3 years before ever they get paper, they go marry somebody for paper, all that stuff today, your football quality don't drop. Then it's difficult for you to step up. What you got for advice they
I mean, I remember like a couple years ago, we're entering a Bolton. So I go watch a Meadow game them. So then I'll be talk to some of the youth team players them who they talk about same question we ask me. They ask me the same question. And I tell them, say, for make you play now any first team, you go for don't play at least 100 first team games them. So when are there, so no need for go on loan. It no matter the level, go on loan no more, go play. Go get at least 100 first team games them under your belt. Then you can able to challenge at any level.
Oh, but just take an example of me. I go 5 different clubs on loan. Just for be ready enough for come back to Inter.
Exactly. So it no matter the level, go play. Like so, even at Salon now, try to get enough first team games them under your belt, because then first team games and they build different characters then out of you. So if you don't even forget that one, then you can talk, say, okay. I mean, Sierra Leone obviously need to play that much games and because of the number of teams in at the Premier League, but you need to get enough first team games under your belt where you go for with any games and they build characters them in you. So you don't mean to say, like, let's say you're in the Premier League team, you need to get games them. Go drop a division below, go play. You understand? Go on loan, go play, make them see, let you get that habit for the play week in, week out football. Not just play, you play 1 week today, then you sit out for another 3 weeks. No, go play. Same thing, on the way, you don't begin making them now the Premier League. You say, well, now after 2-3 games, 2-3 good games, them now I deserve now for go Europe. No, again for be consistent for at least a season or 2 seasons. You understand? You don't play consistently. You understand? At the same kind of level, you not drop. Then because when you go out of Sierra Leone, we standard not that great. You get for step up now. Now, if you just play number 1 season, 1-2 games, then I go for step up now. We go to that level there.
So the advice they go both ways. They go 2 sides. Okay, one the parents them, then the AFAF manager they're gonna free turn and they put all the pressure.
For sure,
You know about that, right?
Yeah, for sure. Now make us say the expectation level. You understand? We need for drop and down as well, because I know say we want everybody want make them the world can play for Manchester United, can play for Inter Milan. But even if they ask you, because maybe not to the all don't sit down and talk to you where you share the experience, not to just grab number from Salon, you go Inter Milan. Yeah. You go different places then. You understand? Even when you reach Inter Milan, when you go there, you better than all the young players we didn't get. You still get for say, okay, now I get for do what nobody do before. Yeah. Now I need for go on loan. I need for go here. I need for go here. You understand? And then listen as well, because now, for example, like I make us say when people call me from Salon, I get for ask and research about the player attitude, because like you, for example, you can get certain players and will be the mentor you like Roberto Baggio. Yeah. Advices they wouldn't give you put into practice, and then you yield the reward of them. Yeah. Now, if you get this player now, then they talk to him. You understand? And then they listen. Then how you expect this player now for good? It's like, for example, let's say when I tell Alassane, say, okay, that's what the coach say. Well, now they begin to do it. Now begin to say, every evening, forget whatever commitment or whatever you want to do. Now you can't begin saying. What if you mean, because he up to him, not to me. Okay, yes, what in this sprint, maybe he might do him. But after what come on spin, because I know they spin, England with it. Yeah. Imagine what left spin. You understand? Then the coach say, don't he stop for the wait will talk. But when I tell him, say, do this. So even when I go, now me get for telling him, say, okay, now listen, you don't begin playing now, because they cut down on the extra session then. You understand? Because otherwise you get injured. You understand? And I feel say maybe something that they lead as well to the injury we get towards the end of the year as well, because they train a lot more harder. You understand? Okay. But the thing is, they listen.
So I give you the same advice we give Chenomusa, the same genuine advice we give Chenomusa. Yes, we want to take player out, we want market players, we want money, we want everything. But sometimes, most of the players want to take from Salon, I will be honest with you. Yes, for Salon level, they're very good. They're good for Salon level. But we bring in Ghana Europe at different level, a different expectation as well. One, you get for used to that level. I mean, if you're not used to them, then you get for start from somewhere. So now what you need to do, get the small boy, the young one, and bring in camp. No ask for nothing. Just put in a club, let them play for 6 months, 1 year for free.
But that's the situation we do with Alessandro. When you come to Namek will not take. Listen, before Alassane, I get a lot of offers then for him for camp play, different teams. And what for me, it was not the right project. You understand?
Yeah.
Because it was a place where you're not going for grow. Yeah. So I look and say, look, and the good thing is the club where they play, come on, pastor, the chairman of the club, now a banker, now a CEO of a bank. You don't need, you don't need money.
Yeah.
You understand? So with time, like we are telling say, okay, this is the plan. Look, forget about the money. There's no money, but go play. You understand? Okay. You understand? He just say, yeah, what I need for do. You understand? And then you work with that. But now, not all clubs then they're in that kind of situation. The way you go tell and say, okay, well, let this player go. Law not put money right now, go play. You understand? Even me as an agent, I'm not really bothered. You understand? Because I not just rely on just for make a deal, put food on the table. You understand?
Yeah, because even like a weak FC Kallon, not all players will sell.
I know.
We don't make nothing. We don't even make one single.
Mohamed,
I remember we don't make. For example, like they got Mistrasa, okay? Very nice, very obedient, professional and all. But FC Kallon don't get nothing from them. But we still okay. We're happy because of the achievements and all. So other players that they back, who send go out, not achieve from. So the players who achieve from now from the Poboski, then the Tete, the Alassane, Crespo, Adriano. These are the players that we bring when it comes to FC Kallon. But we get that mentality. They say if we take the player out, obviously that first time they not go for sign professional contract, they go pay $1 million, $2 million. Obviously, we don't expect that. So the cleverness of Chenomusa and Patrick Mock, they know say yes, them player they need for develop first before we aim for marketing. And we take that lane there and they come out very well.
No, but there's few times when we don't talk about players them. We discuss this as well. Say, look, the players in left FC Kallon come to Europe, no transfer fee, and then we can insert certain clause them say maybe when they sell the players, a proportion of that they can go to FC Kallon. You understand? We don't discuss that there, in which you're happy for do. Again, not to every single people at club administrators in a salon get that knowledge. They say, look, sometimes you get for lose first and gain later.
I give them the advice now. Now the platform there, all the administrators, they all watch right now.
Okay, yeah. So that's
not that problem. Because if they do the same thing, Lions do the same thing, Blackpool do the same thing, Edwards do the same thing, nothing happen. We get tons of players outside. You understand? We could go and equip themselves and prepare themselves who can defend the national team.
Well, for example, like I said to you, the reason why I take the vice president of Alassane club for Kallon Salon, this because not the first one. So I need a club where I get good relationship with, and also because Alassane don't do well. So even if you cannot see good players, you're not going to judge me based on that, because as well, we as agents as well, they get judged. If I take somebody now, say, calm down, there's no talent there. Next hour, I call and they pick up my phone again. Yeah. So you get to make sure, say, you take some side where you say,
okay, now, coach, yesterday I mentioned, say, they ask for like a recommend player. Because the player can be very good player. For like recommend you, the only thing I can for do. Now for say, convince Patrick Mock, convince Chenomusa, say, tell Patrick Mock, let bring the director and can see the player for himself. If they take and then go, whatever comes out, okay. But if me can guarantee somebody, say, this player can take him, go with him, then tomorrow I mess up. Other 10 years down the line, what will bring a Pele there? Nobody never look me. No, give me the opportunity.
For sure. In fact, when you call them out next day, they pick up their phone. Say,
pick up again, yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we get for work with this, because I've been the first, I've been the pilot. So we go with him and say, okay, look, you don't go sell already. You don't take one player there. So it only makes sense for this kind of project you want to do, make you as well go first. Because what you want to do is rather than you take any scout, because you can take any scouts go, but you need somebody of a decision maker the club, we go come in and say, if I see this player, right on the spot, a decision can be made. Say, okay, we like him. Look, send paperwork them for make the because we not get Boko embassy in our salon. You understand? So we get for begin prepare. Say, okay, we go Nigeria or go Egypt or go Guinea for go get a visa them for the player. You understand? But the clubs them get for be flexible with their approach. You understand? So where you might say like I give a very good example about Alassane, where there's no transfer fee. You understand? It was just a loan. Say, look, now you go on a season-long loan. During this 1 year, the player get now the chance now for make something happen for him, make them turn the loan permanent.
Yeah.
You understand? And then look like, for example, where Alassane go. Then the first hurdle where he meets, the coach say, the parts of my plan. Now, if let's say Nobin gets like an agent's way hands-on, where you go talk to say, look, this is the problem. What do I do?
If you don't think I go that side.
Yeah, and then it's like another fail. So why would not just say, okay, yeah, we done there, let's make your work first. When you work, and then you can for climb, go to the next level. And then it's funny how somebody, when they're part of the plan, a couple of months later down the line, the club say, okay, now we want for activator now for taken out permanently. But again, even when they take them permanently, because it's a small club, they don't get money like for go say, and Spain, Portugal, places like that, they don't get money compared to like maybe like your England or your Italy or Germany.
No, you don't take them to the highest level already because the mere factory don't begin future. Because say score a few goals before even the goal.
Yeah.
They don't begin playing fine. Because a very good player. I see an alliance, and obviously, I'm a player. Lampard I win the best player of the league, but now Alassane deserve for win based on the game they were seeing. I'm the best player in the league. Absolutely, I'm the best player in the league. Now, we start going to do the same trend. The coach take Kuboski them, Tete them, they were all. Then go start from third division first. From third division, they go start, they make the mark, they play excellently. Then now the bigger clubs, they see them. Then they come back to the bigger clubs, then no relent, then continue to prove themselves and then get to higher places. So
exactly.
The best route to take so right now for continuing. Yeah. But what I'm going to do, now I'm not saying it's another competition between you, Cheno Musa, Numuke, Ben, Patrick Mock, all you want to do the business. Because all man will grab the good player.
But you know
wait. Like we now, we get about 8 players that are ready. They're very ready for go play outside. Like the Okocha, Lampard, Masalaki, Abu Kome, Diego, you can name them. Okay? We get plenty of players that are very good, very ready for go play out. But the problem what they get with them.
I watched Lampard, by the way. They're all
ready for goal. But my own question, are they mentally fit and ready for goal? But not to that the problem with me. And the issue, now them parents them and the one that way around them. Now they push them, say, okay, go tell the club say you want for goal. Then they go take visa for you, then they send you invitation. So sometimes I can just say, oh, okay, well, you get for wait, then you get the right deal. Football, not to sprint. Now marathon, you get to take a long time. So to they come on as a for Kaya, you get to play for 5 different clubs before you find the right destination so they go make money. And don't necessarily say the first club they get for make money. It's impossible. I play for Lugano first. Why I play for Lugano? They pay me each $5,000 even. Yeah. So from Lugano I come Bologna I go Cagliari I go Regina. Now from Regina, now I begin be somebody very important na Italian league from Regina because I scored 21 goals. So then I don't turn big player. Then now I will make decision now. But when it's small, they will make no decision. I will just keep quiet and play.
Yeah.
Right?
And the situation is like with Alassane and Mama, you understand? Because they live in Belgium. You understand? So you're not even this salon. So that Mama can just say, okay, the far from me picking and cow them. You understand? But you know what? He hand them over to Mr. Idris of my pastor. So Mr. Idris was like their guardian, was like their dad. Yeah. You understand? So now wait till Mr. Idris say. So even with them, they get other people in the Canada yes can talk, say, oh, I get deal here, I get deal there. And I say no to them. Imagine for a young boy in a salon, you tell them, say, okay, well, no, this deal not right. You need to go. And then, and to be honest with you, they don't ever argue, say, okay, why this, you understand? Okay, we're with a part company because we did block opportunities. And no, I get for make them understand, say, look, and the thing is, the person we run the club, my pastor, because now a banker, he understand, say, you get forget the right situation, before things able to materialize. So like where I explained to them, it was easy, but however, not so we will not get enough people with it in that kind way they think that kind of way from a business point of view. It's
just the same thing that they face now FC Kallon. One thing with FC Kallon, we make sure say now amateur football they play. We make the player they know say this is not amateur football. The club they sustain itself based on what the club generate in terms of game revenue, tickets, and all sponsors and all. The team they live for sustaining itself. So now, if you can FC Kallon, they pay players $100. If you put all the bonus together, maybe $200 a month. You get for manage yourself within that one because FC Kallon not going to build house for you. We're not going to give $5,000. It's impossible. Yeah. The only two ways when they give you the right football education, make sure we're able to pay attention to you and make you develop.
But also, again, Mohamed, this is another situation where the clubs in Salon need for the do. Because I remember before they start the league, me and Emmanuel Abdullah will meet in London. We talk about this. You understand? I tell and say this is very, very important. Now, how many players in Sierra Leone get their own bank accounts? Maybe FC Kallon they pay through their banks. Yeah, but not for every club they do one. You understand? Now, when you want to go apply for visa, and they ask you because Sierra Leone na a high risk. Yeah. Say players they go, and then they come back. Yeah. So now the embassy they want for say this player is comfortable in country. Yeah. So one way you for proven is to show say they get a regular salary where they cancel your bank account. Yeah. Now when this money they cancel your bank account, you just pull all in, you begin splash them. Yeah. You understand? So now if we're able to teach them about that, say, look, now when this money come, you get for make sure say they save some. Because now if you go apply for a visa, you get for sure say you get money in your account. You understand? If no matter how small it be, you understand? But then we'll give you visa because they know say if you don't work, you can come back because you already get a job now. Yeah. Okay. You understand? Whereas if you don't get a job, they know say this person where you go, if you don't work for it, they run away, or you can't stay now. Then the welfare system now and get for freedom. And with man no wants possibly they can't feed where they can't in country. The one possibly they can't pay tax.
Yeah. So I just mentioned the same thing the other day about players management. Are they able to manage themselves? Individual management for yourself, for take care of yourself, for live within your own earning. If you just splashing money all out after 2-3 days money done, then obviously you go find it difficult tomorrow. So we still talk to the players and they educate them the actual rules, the things that will get for affect you tomorrow if you get contracts or whatever you get for both. So like we now, we always propose to the players then. Like we know saying education very, very important when it comes to European football. As you know, the game model will change every day. Now football, maybe the next 5 years football will go digital. You understand? So the computerized game, the game will be computerized game. No one estimate that. Very soon.
No. The latest
now, if the football in a free town, not able for not a go school, after 5 years, it will be difficult for them to make up because football level will go down high. So we even encourage them for begin practice in the afternoon. So most of them go for do private classes, in go school and do other things. So tomorrow when they come out, because there's life after football. You understand? So now they manage them. I want those that we all they work and a lot of collaborate, closely. So we all go speak with one voice. If me tell player say, wait. If me tell player say, wait, you're not ready for great. But the manager they tell and say, no, you go and get club for you. Okay, you didn't know say that player no reach to level it for good. We know first and only the technical people. Okay, and that's what that you do coaching. Now we they live day to day with the player. There. We know the attitude. We know the things they for polish force. Now what they say, thumbs up, take and go. Okay, the cook don't go take the other players that we don't come from FC Kallon. So and then we share together.
No, yeah, for sure. Like for example, like with me, like Cherno Musa, Numuke, Ben Godin, them. You understand? I don't see them as me competition. I see them as me brother them.
Yes.
You understand? And that's why I go Salon. I'll pick up the phone and call Cherno Musa. I hang out with him. Yeah. You understand? Numuke go can London. We go hang out together. You understand? Because it's a situation where that's why they say to them players in a salon say, if you say, because it might look like agents and not like each other. So I know they talk. Me and Cherno Musa will talk. We'll get a conversation where you know they expect. I will get a conversation about Numuke where Numuke will give me inside information about young players. Them maybe they go through a difficult situation where he go share with me. Myself, I can get a difficult situation. I will pick up the phone and say, hey, Numuke, I get this situation. What do you think? X, Y, Z. You understand? So we still they talk to each other. But like the points where you make now is maybe if we all come together, you understand, and say now it's not just about your interest we get. Now we'll begin look at the bigger project, you understand, and say waiting right for the player. You understand? But not only this player, because if the decision what they make for this player, it get for affect other players we get for after. You understand? So we get for the make responsible decision for them players there, because now for me, like all the players who I work with, I need to treat them like a similar than agents. It's like they're all like my brothers. You know, like a Medoso, for example. Are they going to Medosos any time of the day? You understand? Sometimes they go waving the bolting. Are they gonna us? You know, they even know say how they come. In West don't know say how they come. You understand? Now if they live now us with insisters them. Are they kind of us anytime? Are they spend the nights there? You understand? Because you don't see me as the agent first. You see me first as a brother first, before you see me as an agent. So certain decision we will make, or certain conversation we will get, you're gonna say must they approach me from a broader point of view, not even as my agent. You understand?
Okay. So you know what made that very, very important? So let's just say the problem where Musa Tomo face. Okay. So now it go, then it feel one kind way not happy or whatever, whatnot we be the in between. Okay. So Channel Musa called me. Maybe in talk for see how go for advice and what for do, what not for do, and all that things. But if we get tomorrow, you get play another situation there, based on what you don't see now, you know how to address that situation there.
No,
okay?
for sure.
So if you build that kind of relationship there, okay, and only the relationship where Musa Tomo and Chano Musa then they get, but if you build stronger relationship, the player believe you. Like the land in America or in Italy with the coach, you for make sure say you able for get that kind personality there where you player. I like you to do the wrong thing if for building the right thing. If you're able to convince you player. You understand what I mean?
Yeah. So it's the same thing with the twin them. Where, for example, I tell other offers them they come. I say no, this is not to the right offer. You know, someone will take them because certain countries are we go there for come out of them is impossible, more or less impossible. Because I know how certain club directors and presidents from the region in the work. Where a player come in, especially a good player, they want to stay there for the rest of your season until you finish. When you finish, then they say, okay, now you get rid of you. You understand? So it wasn't right. And then when you tell them, say, okay, well, and imagine offer them, they can always say, okay, for them two. Then now this offer comes from Spain, but not only for one they left behind. But this offer is still good. I still say, no, they take this offer. This offer is very good. In fact, now the best situation this will get right now for them. Make it go. You understand? But the players are not ever doubts what they say to them, say, nah, the wrong decision. You understand? Even when the other one left, you still talk to her and say, listen, patient, your own chance they come. You understand? And then in now, don't sign up for the same club for going loan for next season.
Okay. So now
so you see
the league just been cancelled and hold because of the coronavirus. So I'm there free to like 3-4 months ago. We get a lot of good players there within the league right now. They play the league. Okay, from other clubs.
No, but Mohamed, even outside of the league, I see players outside of the league.
No, I know.
I was like, wow.
The
this league?
So like me now, what they afraid of, and I even think say na me own FC Kallon, so I forgot stand in the little corner. I go look everything practice. As I all the play. I go speaking, I go sit down, I watch Johansson, I go watch Blackpool, I go watch Lions, just for see potential players they will do for defend the country tomorrow. Where sometimes if you be coach of national team or John Kista big coach or what a big coach, I'll go and say, okay, them player then you need for look them. I go watch closely and they practice. They're very professional, they're very hardworking. Things they know people for work with them for make them better players.
No, for sure. Players in the day, then they everywhere. Now make us say, for make you come up now to Europe, you understand? It's just the small aspect now. We're going for set you apart from the other players. And like you mentioned, say like your team, you get Samadia, you get Lampard, you get Okocha. These are great players. I watch them. I watch Samadia and Lampard train for the national team with Kista. You understand? We're in this salon. So I see them say, okay, then good. And most, it's like the old players in the salon, home-based players, they're all able to come to Europe and can play. You understand? If they go to the right club, we suit we suit their style of play.
Yeah,
Now, let's be honest. Not all they all get for come out and can get to the next level.
Yeah.
You understand? It might be one of them. But now you them player with you get for look yourself say, I want for be that one player there. I ready for do the extra stuff one not plan to before. You understand? When Namika say earlier when I said to you, when people in the present players into me now, the first thing what they ask for do me own research is the player attitude.
Yeah.
Because then they go a long, long way.
Okay. Yes, okay. So what you could do for make it's very, very interesting. And two don't begin schedules the days that we will go for all this program. We will try for find one particular day we will bring you, Chenomusa, Ben on the show. Numke. We'll go get Numke as well.
That will be interesting.
We'll go for speak with one voice. Because me now, obviously other players then they win in other teams than what they work with as well. You know, since kind of good players they will send on loan to other teams then. So I'm interested, even the players that they play on my team, like the Julie, the Tormentor, the other great players that they play for that team, where I go one for learn and take go out within the right process. Because tomorrow, they're just going to make the country better. They go for defend the country and make sure they salon for compete to the highest level. They don't say who they participate. It's about time we start for compete. Anyways, so I will close the program today. But one of the days I will call on all back. Me for can be part of it. Thank you very much for sharing your experience.
No, thank you very much for having me, Mohamed. Thank you very much for having me.
You're a very smart guy. I mean, I say I don't bring you because of the relationship which we passed before, but I bring you because of you get role for play.
No, but I tell you, the reason why I've been saying I need for bring that part before make people understand, because I know say at some point you get to ask question them, we go lead to that day. Yeah. Where I say the word collaborative effort. Yeah. Say, you understand, and how like for example, like some of the advices that we give me. You understand? Let's say now, if I not be listening to them one day, like when last time face that situation, I not be afraid for deal with them. Yeah. You understand? But because these not question the way you will not tell me.
Okay.
How about you?
So if you get time, when you go back, go watch this video back. You get a lot of comments. People that want your name on Facebook so they will follow you. People that want to make you party. People that say you're smart enough for contribute for Salon football. So make sure say you go through the messages them so you're able to respond to them as well. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Moose.
Thank you very much. Eh?
Okay, thanks.